Oh, it might be, but it doesn't matter because we're here now. Welcome back, everybody, to another session of Crit Happens. We are back with the Useless Fucks, party in full force. Last time out was a little different. Pip was not here, so we went down a little side track. And just to remind you, party were encountered in the middle of the streets of the Starfall Enclave by a small man, a halfling, who was being chased by thieves, who he quickly dispatched. The halfling then offered to take them to the Lord Magistrate in favour of gold and reward for helping him. However, the Lord Magistrate had other ideas and gave the party a quest to recover some precious items lost from the royal family at the Sunvale Bazaar far south into the Feywild in the Scorching Expanse. Venturing out to a place known as the Black Market Bazaar, in a strange place that kind of took them through some weird teleportation portal, they found themselves in a strange and dark and thug-like place, somewhat of the underworld. Shimmer was horrified to find totems and items of unicorn nature paraded and displayed for purchase, as well as other exotic animals, clearly some tie and link to the Twilight Stalkers. Pushing on through the bazaar, auction was taking place. However, unknown to the party, the auction was for themselves, as the rest of the bazaar was about to bid for their lives and possible slavery. A battle ensued where the party managed to escape, defeat the uncanny sorcerer who was trying to put them down, and then after raiding his stocks and supplies, found the head of the real Lord Magistrate, suggesting that perhaps the individual they had countered at the Starfall Enclave was not who they said they were. Making their way back to the Starfall Enclave, we now catch up with the party stood outside of the tavern that they had been recommended by this friendly guard, Moondew and Mirth. So, Borin, Shimmer, Baldwin, and Lexi, you are stood in the front of this large wooden vine-entangled archway with a door in the center. It is, and Shimmer would know and would probably tell you, that it is very, very late into the evening. Exhaustion is but hours away. The scene is yours.
I've been debating why returning. I mean, it's obviously we need to collect Willow, but it also has come to mind that we have the head of the magistrate in our backpack, and I feel like that should be remedied before we enter a tricksy location full of the public. I fear if that information must be. Sorry, my voice has just left. I fear if that information.
Lexi, what's going on?
Were to be, no, don't worry, it's come back. Were to be discovered, that might paint us in a bad light. Holy moly, what happened there?
Oh man, something got caught in your throat.
Puberty hit.
Yes, my slime throat.
We're saying the head is a problem, is that what you said?
I mean,
okay.
most if we can, I assume we've buried it under things in a bag, but maybe let's get Willow and then immediately, unless we are exhausted enough, sort of immediately go back to that false magistrate and remedy the situation.
Yeah. We should sort out what's going on there before. I mean, because if word gets out that we survived, he'd probably come back for us anyway. So we should probably deal with that.
Yes, let's go. Let's go grab Willow.
Well, I'm not
I've
looking
gone British.
fantastic on spell slots. I know the rest of you don't care, but
No.
if things go tits up with him, then it's not going to be great for me.
That's right. I thought you meant like after a rest. Yeah. If spell slots are low, we should probably just rest anyway, because as Shimmer said, if combat happens, kind of thing, we might be a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, I'm dying too.
Oh, yeah, that should probably take some for yes. That's good. Nice pointing that out, Baldwin.
I haven't felt this rough in a long time.
I should have some healing left. If we are going to rest for a significant amount of time, I will lay some hands on you, and I'll
Yes.
heal use my remaining lay on hands and give you 13 hit points back. I used a lot of them, Jesus.
Nice, 13. So that's 37. Boom.
Give you
Oh yeah, that feels a bit better. I went from orange badly injured to slightly yellow orange badly injured.
That's better than orange badly injured, don't worry.
I feel pretty good.
Anything I can do to help. Jack.
Hello.
When we left, did like Junior and Shimmer's moth friend, whose name I have forgotten, I'm sorry, Sam, come back with us?
No, they were dispelled as you walked through the.
Ah, darn! I cast Find Steve.
Okay. What, as an action or as a ritual?
I mean, I assume we're resting, so yeah, I'll cast it. I don't have it as a ritual.
Oh, you don't
I
have
can't.
it.
I
As a
can't.
ritual. I see. Then yeah. Then Lexi Junior. Poof.
Bam! Now let's all go inside.
With the horse. Got it.
Can you shrink the horse? Make it into like a
No.
mastiff, like a little dog or something?
I could have, but I prefer the horse.
I mean, the horse does
Let's do
look
it.
a little big for the door's big, but it looks a little big for the horse. I mean, you can try and squeeze him
It's a
through.
magic realm.
Fair
It's a
enough.
magic realm.
Yeah, by all means. Okay.
I enter.
You push the door to one side, and as soon as you do, you are presented with this astonishing space. A large, what looks like the inside of a hollowed out tree, is all this bark and vine is kind of all enclosed in this dome shaped building from the inside. Around the space are many creatures and humanoids and fae, satyr and pixies and elves. There are these large worm-like creatures. Their bodies appear to be emitting some kind of smoke or mist. You're not quite sure. All kinds of strange and wonderful things. Lots of vibrant colors. It's like being hit in the face by a big bag of Skittles. And the thing that you notice straight away, other than what you can see, is that you are hit in the face with this very humid, sweet, like sickly sweet smell. It's like a really sweet, jammy raspberry pie smell, but it's really humid and dense. And the air inside is it's warm, but it's not overtly warm. It's warmer than the outside. I mean, the outside is humid anyway, but it's warmer than that. The room is a buzz with activity. People are partying and drinking and smoking hookah, and all that kind of stuff. The place is kind of filled with smoke. And as you look in, you can see this large tree, this like blossom tree that's sat in the center and rises up into the tavern. into the tavern ceiling, and around that is kind of like a wooden table with stools. And as you look at these stools, you realize that actually they're just floating lily pads. They appear to be some kind of magical effect that means that they're just sat there floating, and people are sat on these things. There are tables scattered all around the place, and there are these large, almost like vials, but they're massive. They're as tall as you, Lex, and they're filled with this orangey, yellowish, pinky, bubbly liquid. Some people are kind of like, it's like almost like a barrel tap. People are taking, serving drinks from them. And right at the back, there's this large, almost stained glass green window. And in front of it is this enormous moth-like creature that appears to be drinking or maybe putting into a much larger contraption flask. And then these are all kind of connected in ways with like these glass tubes that flow from each one to the other. On either side of the building, on the inside, at the very back next to the moth, are these two ramps. One leads up to the left and one leads up to the right. And as you look up, you can see these mezzanine floors, and there are more tables and things like that scattered around on these mezzanines. Throughout this place are different plants and fungi, and every now and again a fairy will just fly past with food of some kind or drinks, and most of the servers in this place appear to be pixies. So you're stood at this just into the entrance of this this place, and the door just gently closes behind you all. Moondew and Mirth welcomes you.
Whoa. Be careful. I have just been smacked in the face with citrus. Yeah. I'm assuming I have Junior right behind me as I lead it in.
Yeah. You guys, and Junior in particular, you don't seem out of place here at all. This is a medley of different people and things, and yeah, fit right in.
Perfect. I guess I will search for our halfling friend.
Cool.
No, wrong one. Huh? Maybe. No. All right. I know what you are.
You sure?
Small one. I should have said small friend. I search for our small friend. You are a halfling.
I am a halfling.
Sorry, I had to confirm that in my own brain because I know I've got it wrong before.
It's only been 60 sessions, guys. So you have a good look around for like a minute or two at on the ground level, and you don't see Willow at all. But as you if you head up to one of the mezzanines, you head up.
I know what a mezzanine is.
You head up Google it. You head up the right mezzanine, and just let him Google that real quick, and then we'll come back to it. Otherwise, he won't listen while he's Googling.
Google.
Oh, it's a fancy thing.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a,
With like an upper platform.
It's like a scaffolding, but more
it's like a
stable.
balcony. It's like a balcony.
It's an inside balcony.
An inside balcony.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
heading up the right balcony, there's more people up here, and you have a good look around, and then on the edge of the mezzanine is kind of like this is barriered with these wooden fence, but then all along the mezzanine is one long bar with these stools, these floating lily pads, and there's people kind of dotted around. And in the center, like halfway along the mezzanine, you're all up there. You all kind of look across, and you can see a halfling individual that from the back looks a lot like Willow, slumped over this bench, and there are two pixies. They appear to be servers. They're wearing aprons, and they've got hold of her, and they're heaving, they're flapping their wings super fast, and they're trying to lift her up and try and drag her away somehow.
Christ. Want me to do something about this?
Yes, I'll be a good Samaritan. I'll help the pixies. Where does she need to go?
As you approach, they kind of turn and see you, and do you know this person?
One second. Turn her around.
We can't.
No, not with that attitude.
They kind of like let go and just kind of like give you a stern
I'm
face and just hover.
All right, fine. Gooey arms, pick up, turn around. Oh, it's.
It is indeed Willow.
Some-
She's conscious, and she's looking at you, but she's kind of got a bit of drool down her mouth.
Willow. 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 Willow.
She's totally unresponsive to
Willow.
you. One of the pixies like comes like, she's had a little bit too much to drink, I think.
I killed a demon. You've missed out on a lot. Oh dear. What has she been drinking? What has she been drinking? My voice has changed 3 times.
The two of them look at each other and they were like, "Oh, I gave her one drink. How many did you give her?" Well, I didn't give her any. Oh, well, she's a bit of a lightweight then. She only had one drink.
I don't know. What kind of are the drinks in this realm particularly strong? Would you say? I don't know. It's my first time.
Well, yeah, I mean, depends who you are. Not to me.
100% liquid, so I think I've quite the high tolerance myself.
Remind me what you ordered, Pip.
That's a really good question. Give me 2 seconds.
The Moondew Gleam.
Yes.
Well, I only gave her one of the Moondew Gleam. Really nice. And you can see on the table, the first thing you notice as you look at the table is that it is there are papers scattered everywhere, and Willow's spellbook is open, and there's like all of her notes and drawings and all the things that she tends to write down. She appears to have been like halfway between finishing copying a spell from a scroll into her spellbook. Like it's just a bit of a mess. And then on the table is this teardrop shaped flask with a small glass like hinged top on it, and then in the very bottom you can see just the dregs of like this silver blue liquid.
Shiny. That should probably put those away for her. That seems rather important. I know she enjoys her scribing. I do believe. Is this is it brewed here? Is it like a home? It's cool because I know this place is called the Moon Dew and Mirth. So is it original?
Oh yeah, you can only get it here. Yeah, we brew everything here. The moth helps.
I could tell. Excuse me, this is a weird, rude question, but what is it? I've never seen one of that scale.
It's just a really big moth.
Oh, just that. It no special fancy multi-syllable name with no. Just really big. I'm fine with a really big moth. Yeah, right.
He just likes to hang out here, and he'll go around and all across the Feywild and find different things to consume and then bring back and mix here.
He probably has a hell of a lot of stories to tell. I might quiz him later.
He doesn't talk much.
I'm good at interpreting body language.
Very well.
It is my.
I mean, if you're going to stay, you're all welcome to stay. But if you're leaving, she needs to go with you.
Yes, we do have some pretty serious business to sort out. Lexi will then pretty much toss Willow onto his shoulder and just we probably will be staying here though. After we've sorted out some rather urgent things. I'm
I thought
Mr. Blob.
we were sleeping first.
Oh, yes, we are sleeping first. Yes, but how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms? No,
Four rooms.
if those
Three.
two are sharing. Those two are sharing. And 4 or 3 rooms you can pick.
They kind of
I tell pixies. Unless you don't do that.
Can we get 3 rooms and a bucket, please?
they kind of look at each other and chuckle, and then back to you like, we don't do rooms. It's
No.
but we do accommodation, sure. But pods.
Oh, hell yeah!
Individual
Are
pods.
these individual pods? Okay, then there is 5 of us. So 5 pods, please.
Cool. That's 10 juice stone each.
10 juice stone each. I am silent, and I hold my hand behind me.
How much is a juice stone worth again?
1 juice stone is worth 2 gold.
Just 1 second.
Oh no, take your time.
Okay. So it's like 4
No.
gold per person.
Love to meet you, by the way.
You too.
Seems like a lot. Is that normal?
Who are you asking?
Shimmer, I suppose.
I can't say I've stayed in a lot of inns. Tend to sleep outdoors most of the time.
Relate to that.
Well, I suppose if you've got nothing else. Unless you think you can talk them down.
Me.
I mean, 5
Uh,
pods is quite a lot. Would you give us a discount? And you did nearly kill my friend here.
Well,
I'm sorry?
We didn't look around. Everybody else is fine.
Yeah, she's not from these parts.
Doesn't look like many of you are. 5 pods. Roll a persuasion check for me.
Can I do my equivalent of a wink to assist?
Sure, do it with advantage.
I don't know what my equivalent of a wink is, but a part of my head scrunches.
Dirty 20. She's like, then she sees your wink and she's like, fine. We'll do 5 for the price of 3. 30 juice stone.
Okay, that seems more than fair. Thank you. We might be here a while as well, so you could find us return customers.
Okay, great.
I'll begrudgingly hand over the juice stone.
Okay.
Here you go, Moms.
Thank you very much. Well, when you're ready to enter your pods, then come let me know.
Yes, we will.
Will you be
Are
needing
you
drinks or
around
food?
this area? Yeah, I could have a drink.
What would you like?
We'll have a round of your weakest drinks, please. Your weakest, most girly drinks. So, 5 fuzzy navels, please.
Well, here's what I recommend. There are a few of you, so I recommend a bowl of the laughing sap. It's to share.
Sounds good.
And anything to
On
eat.
the astral plane, we call that punch.
Yes, I was about to say I'm starving. What have you got?
Well, we got whistle fruit sliders, we've got glowing moss tapenade, we have snail spiral pastries, crisp fruit ribbons, bumbleberry bombs, wisp salad, and oh no, we're all out of the twilight egglets actually.
Oh, I'll have some of the pastries, please.
Fairly obvious. I would like a plate of bumbleberry bombs because that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Bumbleberry bombs.
Baldwin, would you like to share a plate of bumbleberry bombs?
Sounds delightful.
Indeed. Me
What
and
was Sh-
Baldwin would
what
like
was
some
Shimmer having?
bumbleberry bombs.
The pastries, please.
Ah.
The snail swirl pastries or whatever they were.
Mhm. Yep. Anything else?
Willow, watch. Okay, well, so no, but I'll call over later when Willow wants something. If she
Are we
does.
gonna like burn her or something? Like carry her corpse around just while we eat?
She's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should expect more morbid terminology from you, Baldwin. It always surprises me.
I mean, we did it for Xander, right? So
Okay. I mean, I'll just set her down somewhere. Do you have like a booth? Could we have a booth? Do you have some floating lily pad booths?
Maybe. And yes. And then she'll kind of like, follow me, and takes you like further into one of the corners of the mezzanine and kind of like clears away a table really quickly and lets you in there.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I had to throw a sandwich box at my dad.
You're in a booth.
Nice.
So it was a bowl of the laughing sap. I have a snail spiral pastries and bumbleberry bombs. Anything else?
what about you, Laborin? You can't survive on purely brooding alone.
I'll just have whatever you're having, I suppose.
2 of the pastries.
Yeah, you're not having my pastry.
And for you, sir?
Something for Junior. Whatever you bring for pets.
Oh, what does he eat?
I couldn't get him up the stairs. You might have to.
Perhaps a wisp salad.
Yes. Would you like that, Junior? Telekinetic powers activate.
Yes.
I love how posh he sounds. That'll be a yes from Junior.
Very well. Quick total up. I mean, look at 15 juice stone, and that'll be the food and drink.
Ah, of course.
You hand over the juice stone, and she like, okay, relax, and we'll be right back. And flitters off away, flies off the edge of the mezzanine and down into the lower ground. You guys are all together. Willow is conscious. She's able to carry her own weight. If you are proficient in either medicine and or arcana, feel free to make a check of one or either of those.
Shimmer has Arcana, I believe. If I remember correctly.
I think I have medicine for some reason.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that? Do you need an arcana check?
Proficient, whatever you're proficient in, medicine or arcana.
I know my
Oh,
shit.
that's a bit better.
Anybody else?
9.
Lexi, you have a good look over Willow, just out of curiosity. You come to the conclusion with a 19, she is not inebriated. She's not drunk. Something else is going on here. With the 14 Shimmer, you can't really make out whether there's any magic at play to this. But you do sense that this, whatever is afflicting her right now, doesn't necessarily equate to being inebriated. The other thing you would get, Lexi, is that it would be strange for Willow to be inebriated, given her condition.
Yes. Okay.
If I was to cast Identify on Willow, would it tell me what was wrong with her?
No, it would just identify her as Willow.
Fair enough.
Would I be able to? Can I attempt to cast Lesser Restoration?
Yeah, you can cast Lesser Restoration.
Yes, I will.
Do you want to talk us through
Lesser-
how you cast that?
After observing Willow's state, because I've had her on my shoulder for the past however long, put her on the state and I give her the once over. Like, yeah. I've not seen her drunk often, and now that I think about it, that shouldn't be possible. There is evil afoot, as I have automatically assumed,
Willow,
and evil needs to be purged.
Willow, as they're talking and like just talking about you, you think, what are you doing? How are you responding, if in any way, to any of this?
Probably sitting just like you probably would think that I was drunk. Just sitting kind of like really glassy eyed. As I'm listening, yes, those are the exact noises coming out of your mind. I'm probably just sitting, and as people are talking, and like it looks like they're talking about me, I'm just kind of sitting with like this stupid little smile on my face, just like, but no acknowledgement of what's actually being said, just sitting from a shit-eating grin.
And I was like, she's never this happy for this long. I'll put one hand on either
Something's
side.
wrong. Something's amiss.
And I will cast Lesser Restoration.
I'd be offended if it wasn't true.
You cast Lesser Restoration, and the energy moves through and around her. It doesn't seem to take any effect on her condition.
This is not good.
What if I cast spell magic? Maybe it's magical in nature.
Maybe.
Give it a whirl.
You can certainly give it a try. You will need to roll. Can never remember what it is for dispel magic.
If it's a spell 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 of the spell's level.
10 plus the
So
spell.
whatever, like, yeah, and that's the DC.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Okay, and then roll,
20 plus your wisdom.
which is 3. Okay. So I'm going to roll a d20 and then just add 3 to it.
Oh.
Always. So 6.
No effect, unfortunately.
Okay. Blink if you can hear me.
She doesn't respond to that.
Should I help?
I don't have anything to help, I don't think, in this situation.
I will. When the
I could try. There is something I could try. Again, I don't know if it will work, but I could. Where are we? Come on. I could give her my blue ward, so if she's either charmed or frightened, which she's not frightened, but if she was charmed, she would be able to dispel that then.
Yeah. I might have a way to do that as well. But
I might as well use it.
Yes.
So I'll do that and see if that does anything.
Okay. You release this soulbound energy to Willow, and you know that it's it's attached and that it's swirling around her. She lacks the ability to use it in the way that you would expect. It would seem.
Can I kind of like try to like investigate like her I guess symptoms? Like you said, she can stand, like she can hold her own weight, but can she move? Does she seem stiff, rigid? I guess I see like
Her
if I can
physical
figure out what's
form
going on with her.
seems fine. Yeah, you can make a medicine check. DC will be slightly higher since Lixie's already given it a whirl. But you've seen drunk people before. She doesn't seem drunk. She doesn't seem intoxicated. I mean, she doesn't seem poisoned. It'd be hard to poison Willow, as Lexie's pointed out.
I mean, I could always cast protection from evil and good, which would stop the charmed condition. Just straight out, if she is magically.
What spell was that? Sorry.
Protection from evil and good. I could bring it out. I could use some utility support things.
You could if you want to.
It'll only last. Oh, it lasts up to 10 minutes. Okay, yes. I will cast. Do I have the spell slots for it though? I do. I'll cast protection from evil and good on Willow because that stops the charm condition.
It takes hold. Willow is unchanged.
What is wrong with you?
She's just staring up at you with this big fucking grin.
Snap out of it. If I've wasted 3 spell slots.
Maybe
I want to help you, but still.
Maybe we can try talking to the other like patrons to see like if anybody was seen with her. Like maybe got her a drink or something, or she was conversing with somebody.
Pixie, lady. I never asked your name, Pixie. We have a problem. Problem in the booth. Booth problem.
This other
Is there a
fairy.
Ding.
This fairy flutters up. Yes. What problem? Yes, I'm going to do food as quickly as possible. It's a busy day.
This isn't about we don't mind waiting for the food. I have my friend appears to be
The drunk
unresponsive.
One,
yes. I've looked her over. She doesn't appear to be drunk. She appears to be afflicted by some sort of foul play. We are assuming magical. Unfortunately, she can't actually be drunk physically due to a condition she has. So I do believe there's been some magical foul play going on that's put her in this state. I've wasted 2 entire spell slots trying to get her back up, but something is terribly wrong with her. You wouldn't happen to know any? Is there any like bad regulars that would usually? Has this happened before?
I don't know. I mean, probably.
Was she seen with anybody?
I'd like their names and addresses.
You know where you are, don't you?
No,
You're in the Feywild.
I'm aware of that, but I thought you meant like geographically.
People are up to all sorts of mischief and chaos in the Feywild, my friend.
If I cast identify on the drink or the glass that she had, would it tell me what was in it?
Yeah, sure.
I stretched
I'll try that then,
Oh,
if we've
crap,
still got it.
Yeah. Do you need to ritually cast that, or can you just do it?
It's ritually cast, yeah.
Okay, you spend a few
Okay,
minutes.
I
doing
will.
that. In the meantime,
Yeah.
I'll
mingle with Pixie.
So she says, look, there's I wouldn't expect you to understand, but things are weird around here. I didn't see her talking to anybody else, but when I saw her, she walked in, loitered around for a moment, maybe somewhere downstairs, and then came up to the mezzanine and started with her books and things, and I offered her food and drink, and she ordered.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't see anything wrong with it. I apologize for my accusatory tone. I wasn't sort of in on the local customs as of yet. I'm actually extra planar myself, if you couldn't guess.
I don't know what that means, but great for you. Anyway,
Oh,
I'll be
right.
right along with your
Okay.
food and drink. It won't be too much longer. If you were looking to understand more about the Feywild, your friend there probably has more answers. And she flutters off again.
You didn't say which one. Laboran, you've been right.
Pointed at Shimmer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to be prodding Willow on the shoulder until she wakes up then.
She's awake.
Oh, fine. Until she becomes, aware. I'll use my action every 6 seconds. One solid prod.
Fair enough.
Did I throw something harmless at Willow? Not to do any damage, just see if she does anything.
Yeah, what do you throw at her? What are you looking for?
Just like, what have I got in the inventory?
Dagger?
Get your
Comes back.
returning dagger? Yeah.
Actually, don't really have anything.
I've got an empty holy water bottle if you want to.
I'll just throw like a bit of rope at her.
Okay.
Just sort of just lands on her.
You kind of
her
like
face
take
kind
this
of-
thick bit of like adventuring rope, and they're quite heavy, the ends of those, and you can kind of just like swing it around in your hand, just like, lob it at her, and it kind of bops her in the face, and she's still just kind of, she turns to look at you just with this big shit-eating grin still.
Wondering whether she's been like feeble-minded or something.
I mean, does it look? I probably wouldn't know because I was targeted.
Making sure. Oh, monkey.
Lexi, make an Arcana check with advantage, given Warren's
Ah,
suggestion.
yes. Okay. Arcana. Okay. Advantage. Damn it, Lex, you're so stupid.
She might have been feeble-minded.
Mayhaps. What's our fastest way to Baldur's Gate? Well, as far as I know, that's the only person who can undo these.
Let me see. Maybe I can turn it into something that's more intelligent.
I think that didn't work on me when you did it to me.
No.
When Aped.
I have a. It's no, it did. It changed your. It did change your
It
intelligence.
changed your intelligence. It definitely did. You were just turned into something that couldn't communicate.
Oh,
Yeah, but this
so I was
time.
smarter as monkey.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, what I didn't understand last time was that you said I couldn't talk to him even if I used speak with animals, right?
He didn't have a.
I don't speak gorilla.
Did I say that?
I
think
thought
you
you
did.
did, and that's what I was confused. That's why I'm asking again to see if that was still like the thing.
I can't remember exactly, and right at this moment, I can't think why. I probably made a decision in a moment, but right now I'm saying sure that would work.
Neat.
Okay, well, I wasn't planning to turn into like a giant ape. I was thinking something more intelligent that can also understand languages. But can't speak, right? But can understand at least. So it won't be like a monkey where like anybody can just talk to him and you won't understand it unless I'm talking to you, right? And I think it also speaks Sylvan. I think it's the giant elk. Let's see.
Are you
Giant elk
on the
speaks
mezzanine?
Sylvan.
Giant elk.
No,
on the
doesn't
mezzanine.
speak. Understands.
Understand silver?
Or speak.
Okay.
Please be
Listen,
aware, we're
giant.
in the booth on the mezzanine. I
So
am
just-
next
Yeah,
to
how big is a giant elk?
It's pretty
It's
big.
it was pretty flipping
huge.
big. Yes,
huge.
it is. It's a 3x3. It's big as the man face snake.
Okay. It
Let's
can
maybe
speak
get
giant
off the
elk.
mezzanine.
Understands Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but can't speak.
Let's maybe get off the mezzanine before
Can
we
speak or can't speak?
turn her in.
Well, I guess it
Can I-
speaks giant elk, but it understands Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but can't speak. I guess those languages, but I don't know why it separates it from giant elk. You know what I mean?
You
That's the way it's
could.
split up.
Giant elk will essentially be like mooing at another giant elk.
I help you out here.
I would think so
You
too.
can do giant swan. They speak common. They literally speak
Oh.
common.
Wait, which one?
Giant swan.
Oh, giant swan. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah.
Yes. God save the king.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Checking the stat block, yeah. With anything with an intelligence high enough to communicate, swans have an intelligence of 8, and because they understand common, they can speak it, apparently.
Why are we summoning giant animals in the middle of a pub?
Because they're the ones that can speak.
I mean, yeah, small ones don't.
All right, yeah, you got a spell slots.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Let me pop that in.
Alrighty.
You have your spare third.
You make the space, because this is still a large creature. Yeah.
Yes, I'll push some other people's tables away. That's what they're talking. Excuse
and
me. don't
kind of
worry,
like
people
push
concerned.
Willow into a bit of open space, and you cast polymorph, I assume.
Yes.
And yeah, Willow, suddenly you're a giant swan, and you can speak and communicate, and you have memory. You know who you are.
Incredible. Miracles never cease.
In your first
What the
moment,
fuck?
you immediately find there is a Lexi's in like right in front of you, prodding you in your swan forehead.
Stop it, or I'll bite you.
Oh, she's back.
Guys, why am I a giant swan?
Because it's in the form you are most conscious.
I think you've been
Sapient.
feeble-minded.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
bad experience.
Fucking Satyr came up and told me he knew something about the Twilight Stalkers and asked me to look at a book, and then that happened. Well, this
Never
happened.
trust people who give you books.
Mm.
can't
I see.
help it, I
Unless
like
I
books.
know. So-
Where's my spell book?
Oh, it's I got it for. Yeah. No.
So,
I'll
who did
hold
you
it up
say
if
what,
you can't see it.
was it a satyr, you said?
Yeah,
Do you remember what they look like?
it was a man.
An older satyr, well dressed.
He was old. He was a dick.
Go around asking for that description then. How about?
He was carrying a book around, but the book it didn't say anything, and then it started writing a load of shit when I opened it, and then now I'm a swan.
Well, no, you're an idiot. But Bolden turned you into a swan.
Yeah, so now I'm a
Yes.
swan.
Yeah.
For an hour. So we got limited time.
You
Oh,
have
excellent.
yes. You will return your to IS. Yes.
You're the wizard. How do we fix you?
Would I don't think I would know, and I don't think a giant swan has the stat block to be able to roll an Arcana check enough to figure it out.
I mean, we know we have been
can-
healed before. We've been greater restorationed by Elba's mum.
That was how you were restored last time.
Yeah.
It was.
Does anybody have that spell?
Wait, what was it called?
Greater restoration.
Greater
Greater
I
restoration.
need a long rest. I do have it. I need the long rest though.
Ah, okay.
Wait, which I
Okay,
think we're gonna do
well,
anyway since it's late.
wake up.
So if you don't mind being stupid for the night, we can do that.
You-
I
We don't
think
think you've
I've
got much
got a
choice.
Ideally, you'd be asleep, so
Yeah.
Although Baldwin only needs 4 hours, so you could do it quicker.
True.
Yeah.
I only
True.
have to be done for half a night. Excellent.
Yes.
The fairy kind of rocks back up, and she's got she's maged hand like this platter of stuff over, and she kind of pops it down in front of you. There's this large flask that's got these kind of leafy straws in it, and there's this great swirling warm amber colored nectar with like tiny golden motes suspended in it. It looks a lot like the liquid that the moth is doing something with. And then these kind of like cinnamon glazed rolls that are shaped like snails with this raspberry glaze that is like made to make the trails of the snails. These puff pastry orbs filled with a tart berry compote. And there's like a plate of those kind of all stacked up in like a little pyramid, and then in a bowl are these like wispy greens, and then you can see like this fungi, but it's completely translucent, and then these little petals that kind of have this weird purplish pinkish shimmery hue to them, that she kind of like puts on the floor for Junior.
Did I get Junior up the mezzanine?
Yeah.
How big was the? Oh, neat.
It's a big place.
I mean, it fits a giant swan.
Yeah, you are a giant swan.
Oh, it's a big place.
All right,
Those
let's
pastries
eat up
are
and
really
go to
good.
bed so we can have Willow back.
I assume these are the Busby bombs.
The bumbleberry bombs, indeed.
Ah,
I
I
actively
thought
wait
Buzz
for
was in
everyone
there.
else to drink and eat like a little bit before I even join
Okay.
them.
yeah, just in case they're poisoned, your friends can die. Good choice.
Yeah.
That's why we keep you around, Laboran.
So the laughing sap, the fairy leaves. The laughing sap is like this really sweet syrupy liquid, and it's got this very as you drink it, it's like, ooh, it's very Moorish, and then right at the end of the notes is like this very mild but very pleasant touch of spice. And you can't help feeling just a little bit happier as you drink it. The snail pastries are as you'd expect, like with a little raspberry hint to them. And then as you bite into one of the bumbleberry bombs, Baldwin, you bite into it, and it explodes into this like harmless purple mist, and then like covers you a little bit, almost like purplish icing sugar.
If I put it in me, does it work like a bath bomb?
Yeah, you put it inside yourself, and it just like it's like do you remember in Monsters Inc. when they take the sock and then put it on top of, they put like this dome on top of it and then detonate it. It's like it goes inside you and it's like and then you just like it's like all this purplish like mist is like moving up through Lex. He's got a bit purpley.
Well,
Such
that's
a weird
neat.
reference, but it was the only thing I could think of at all.
Oh, it's a lovely reference, top tier reference. And I'm assuming also as I drink the laughing sap, I also turn a glaze of orange.
Yeah, like the ambers, you've got like Lexi is now like this, his normal blue, and then there are just blends of swirling purple and amber all like encompassing inside him.
That's a neat trick.
Thank you. It's what you get when you're slightly translucent.
Was it good? What do you think?
Oh, these are amazing. I can certainly say I've never eaten anything that explodes on purpose before.
Yeah, it literally exploded with flavor. It's pretty good.
I'd very much
Even
enjoy
other
it.
things that exploded, Lipton.
I mean, like on dares, and I've exploded a couple of times, but
Yeah, Lexi loves when things explode
I mean, they are this
inside of him.
learning satisfaction. Ah, please don't phrase it like that ever again.
These
I
are the
wouldn't know
facts.
that. I wouldn't know that. Yes, Laboran. Win. One of the wins. One of the ins.
We're Lobos here.
Yes, Lobo. That's what I was calling it, because that's our name. That's your name. Yes, Lobo number 1. I do enjoy when things explode inside me.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. What was that? Miniature
Sound like a
dubstep.
jingle.
I just heard very miniature dubstep.
Whoa, whoa.
It was
What's
my
going
phone
on?
ringing. I thought it was on silent.
So,
Yes.
Willow, you have a bit of time of intelligence and consciousness. What would you like to do with it?
Slowly ticking away.
Just
I mean-
sit and watch and just be like, "Oh, those pastries are really good. I had those pastries. They're really good." And I had, and she'll just kind of look around for a drink and just be like, "Where's my drink?"
You finished it.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Yes, it was the moon gleam
Moon dew
thing.
cream.
Moon dew. Yes.
It was
Yeah,
good. I had to be nice to it to drink it.
Did you?
Was sentient. It was sentient.
Like the lid wouldn't open until I said something nice, or I had to
Aw.
be gentle.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah. And then
Where's
the man
this-
came and stole my intelligence, which wasn't as nice. The Feywild, the bitch.
Where's the
When
book
that
that he
happened.
gave you? Did he take off with it?
I assume so. I think I was a little bit sad and special by then.
Oh, Hey, are you missing
So
anything?
someone-
I will flick all the pages of your book in front of you real quick and say, "Are you missing anything?"
Am I missing anything?
Just fanned you the pages.
So-
Do you catch that?
You do remember that the book that he put in front of you that was blank was filling with details about you, and you also remember that after the spell went off that he walked away with that book, thanked you for providing you with what he was after, and then left. Do you remember what specifically he said to you?
To put my mind to it or something like that.
That's right.
Because he's a dick. So yeah, the
Good.
book, he asked me to put my mind to it, and he was talking about the Twilight Stalkers. So I assumed that it was a book full of information, and naturally, because I'm an idiot, I opened the book. But it was
So
empty.
someone
and
just
then-
randomly came up and knew you were looking for the Twilight Stalkers.
Well, I might have asked a different table some questions before I sat down, and they didn't
Right.
have any answers, but they told me a story about Gibbet's Crossing, which might be related to Quilliam's book. And I was writing all that down when this guy came over, and I was asking about Obsidian, and he said that he'd overheard me asking about the Twilight Stalkers. And I was like, oh, excellent, because I'm a fucking idiot. And the book was empty, and then it wasn't empty. It was full of me.
Ah,
And
have we
then
encountered a brain thief?
If he thanked you for. Yeah, I wonder if has he stolen memories, intelligence?
it was everything.
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 It was like my life story in book form. It had my parents and my childhood and Lily and all like
Seven
everything.
7 entire pages.
You, you
Well, then it
also
had everything else too. It had 7 pages in a whole campaign notebook.
you also
Oh,
remember you remember the book also copying, or seemingly so, copying all the spells you know, all of the lore that you've learned, like everything. Everything that
Wait a
was
minute.
in your mind
It
was put to that book.
and
Lexi
he
has a
took it.
theory. Can't everyone be quiet? Lexi has a theory.
I like the
Shush.
camera zooming in.
I know. That's why I love Camo. It's the best. Thank you, Joe. Lexi has a theory. Everyone shut up. And be quiet. Me.
The Feywild's had an effect on
are.
Lexi.
Maybe.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
I've sipped quite a significant amount of this laughing. Sorry, I've already forgotten what it's called. Sap, tree juice, and we have encountered some identity theft. I say quietly so no one can hear. We've already encountered a state of identity theft with the magistrate. We do believe some evil fellow is currently impersonating him, as we've got the real one's head in our bag.
Willow's swan face just becomes really glassy-eyed again, and she just stares blankly at him.
I did try and explain this to you earlier, but you were a bit out.
Yeah, I wonder if this is what they do and trap someone into, gathering all their memories so that then a changeling or something of that nature can take the place.
Who the fuck wants to be me?
Shimmer, do you want to make a
Conspiracy.
history check for me?
Damn.
Damn, 21. Very
Nice.
good. There are, as you well warned everybody before you came to the Feywild, there are a lot of Fey who like to do shit because they can, or just for the chaos of it, or because they have some malevolent intent at a later date. They tend to pick their targets wisely. People who are perhaps more susceptible to being bamboozled by their fey nature. The way that this is being described to you is reminiscent of many a story that you've heard of travelers from the material plane arriving in the Feywild and essentially being scammed or mugged or ripped off in one way or another by some gnarly fey magic for no purpose other than just to be an asshole or do something with it later on.
Yeah, I doubt very much this is linked to the magistrate because, one, it's not their style, and cutting someone's head off and then becoming them is slightly different. I did say to you all that there would be shenanigans when we got here, and this sounds like shenanigans to me. I can't promise you that it's not malevolent in nature, but most Fae just like to take things because they can. A name or an identity or a memory or some shit. She'll probably, if it's not malevolent or something deeper, they'll probably forget they've got it by this time tomorrow. They'll be out. It's the thrill of the chase, the thrill of scamming someone. It's not about using what they've got. They just want to be a dickhead.
But I would like it back.
Value in holding her memories, I guess.
Yes.
If I ever see him again, I will beat the shit out of him.
I mean,
And I'll help.
that's valid. I won't stop you, but it's that sort of thing. You've just got to be really careful where you put your eyeballs, how you speak, what you say, who you give what.
But that's why we've been going by different names.
Yes, it's like it's weird. Sometimes you have to take things like super literally. Like him saying to you, "Put your mind to it." That would have rung alarm bells for me if I'd been here, but because he was literally telling you to put your mind to the book, it was a literal instruction. It wasn't it wasn't a metaphor. And that's so often how some of the trickier Fae here work. They'll say a phrase that sounds familiar to you that, if it was taken literally, could be quite sinister, and they often mean it literally.
Okay, I'm gonna stick by your shoulder rather closely, Shimmer, throughout our journeys here, because I am aggressively gullible and aware
It's
of
okay.
that.
You don't got much intelligence to give anyway.
Ouch.
Just a joke. It's a joke.
Ow.
No, I can take it.
They'll take your charisma. You got plenty of that.
See, but that
It's like
what's a lot. All I have afterwards, I'd have nothing.
No, if
You got your strength.
if a pixie comes up to you and says, "Can I have your name?" and you give them your name, they will literally take your name. They'll disappear, and you won't remember who you are afterwards.
Well, we only talked about names before we came, and I didn't give him my name. He just
I'm
asked
not
me-
saying that it's not that you're stupid, Willow. Like you're easily to be caught out if you're not used to people talking or thinking that way here. It's a little bit mindfucky, and you just have to kind of try and get your head around it. But yeah, that sort of thing. If anyone says anything to you that sounds vaguely out of context for the situation, don't go with it.
I mean, tracking this individual down would probably be useful as a collective, not. But it'd be useful because we'll find a way to get Willow's thing back. But this man only targeted Willow because she started mentioning the Twilight Stalkers. So
No, I think it's more likely that she was on her own and asking weird questions. Like, she probably stuck out like a sore thumb.
I don't think we need to get back her memories because she's got them now. She needs her intelligence back.
Yeah, I don't think he's literally stolen them from her brain. I think it's a copy-paste situation.
Okay. I guess brain thieves are a lot more common on the astral plane.
Take inspiration, Shimmer. If you don't have it
Thank you.
already.
I don't have it already. I don't think we should waste our resources trying to track this guy down. Like, you're going to encounter a dozen of them. I think we need to focus on the task at hand because, like I said, it's a copy-paste situation, and it's probably never going to use it. It's probably just, yeah, I can do this because I'm going to scam you because it's funny.
Yeah, all right.
It's a bit like the way, Laborin might pick a target in a tavern. Someone who maybe looks like they're from out of town, someone who's on their own, someone who looks a bit naive to pick their pocket. Like, do you know what I mean? It's exactly that.
No, I do not, but I trust you entirely.
Don't worry about it, Willow. You're not an idiot. It's really difficult when you haven't grown up here. It's really hard.
We'll all just
There is some.
ruffle our feathers.
There is some similarities to my home here, bits and pieces. But anyway,
Also,
it's getting late. I think I'm not entirely sure if it's getting late. I have
I
a
think we should
feeling.
pod up.
Damn late.
It is very late. It's very
Okay.
late. We're at risk of not being able to get a full rest. If we
Let's
don't take
have-
it now.
Let's have a
exceptional Baldwin.
survival check from Willow, Lexi, Bolden, and Laborin.
That's 4.
Can you survive
Survival
my
check
home?
as Willow.
No,
Or-
as the giant
As
swan.
Right. I'm gonna
What a
roll a
giant-
d20. Just tell me what has to be added, okay?
Probably subtracted, I would think.
Right, it's a 15
Survival-
or minus
no.
whatever for the giant swan.
You have a
Plus
plus
two.
two.
Your wisdom's not bad.
17.
Damn.
So,
Wisdom's
Uh,
not bad. My wisdom's what I
Lex,
rely on.
you're feeling on time. Still feeling on
Nice.
time. Fucking hell, Baldwin. 26.
Holy no, you're
Baldwin is a local.
Baldwin is
He's ahead of time.
to the minute. Willow, you're feeling alright. Like, it's been a long day anyway. Like, a really long day. Like, you guys haven't rested since Baldur's Gate. And so it's been a really long day, but it feels like it's probably been it feels longer. It feels like quite a lot longer than what you thought it would be. Laboran, you've been here for days. Days and days and days without a rest. It's getting insane.
Yeah, I want to go get some sleep.
Is there a
Sleepy time.
is there a wake up service here? Because I know we have to get up early to.
Yeah, we
charge
could check out to 11.
Oh right, I think we have to wake up early. Yes. Pixie, I still don't know your name. Is there a wake up service here?
Sure. For a dewstone.
I think Lexi, before you give them the dewstone, I think you need to be very, very specific about how exactly you wish to be woken up.
Via the opening. Actually, who's in charge of charging it?
I have all the dewstone.
Yes, but who has the clock
Oh, the
and the
clock.
spell slots?
I think it was Willow got
Well,
given it originally. didn't it?
I think we're splitting it between us, aren't we? Me and Willow and
Yeah.
Baldwin.
I guess one of them three then.
Well, would I wake up quite naturally anyway?
You still need 8 hours.
Yeah.
So right now it's 3 a.m. equivalent time.
Okay, let's give it to Baldwin because he'll be up by the mostly.
Also, once I stop before I'm stupid again until Baldwin can fix me.
Actually,
How
yeah.
long
wait,
actually left on the clock?
You've got until dawn essentially, which at this point is like
Hmm.
only 3 or 4 hours away.
then-
What if
So-
Baldwin? Sorry, go on, Jacob. Sorry.
But if Baldwin just gets us 4 hours rest and just pumps a spell slot into it,
Yeah.
then we'll be fine.
Yeah, but then he also has to pump a spell slot into me to fix me.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Crap,
at this
wait.
point, it's cost of doing business. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, wait.
we're not gonna get around it.
I can probably just fix her with my 1 level 5th, and then she can use one of hers.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I do it the other way, I won't be able to fix her.
Yeah.
And so, dominoes.
So
you can put
fix
a
it now.
lesser spell slot in.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that too. I don't know if we want to put a 5 or not.
Well, you guys are the spellcasters, so
Yes.
I'm sure resources that you're giving up, but ultimately we do have to do it.
Yeah.
So one of you just volunteer the spell.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
If
I
you
mean-
use your 5th to fix me, Baldwin, and then I can use mine because I don't have any 5th level spells. I just have to upcast my spells, so it doesn't matter if I don't have a 5th level.
Oh, I see. You have the ability to cast
Yeah.
them, but you don't have any. Okay.
Yeah, I have the spell slot. I just don't have any 5th level spells. So
Okay.
it's easy enough for me just to lose that spell slot and still have all of my spell slots that I can use. So that's
get you.
fine, and that works because it means then that you've fixed me rather than you
Mm.
using your 5th level spell slot and I'm still dumb as a rock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like 100%. Like, I need to fix your mind. So
That works.
okay, yeah. But maybe the thing is, like, that means you won't get a long rest, right? Because I have to wake you up to Can I do it while she's asleep? Will it wake her up if I
She doesn't sleep.
give her greater restriction?
Yeah, but I still have
Oh,
to
you're right.
She still needs rest. She needs uninterrupted
You need-
rest.
But he could
Yeah.
cast the spell on me while I am. Well, I suppose no, because I'm. This is the thing. If I don't actively sleep, do I still go unconscious when resting, as in with the 2024 rules?
You're not unconscious, no.
So I
Mm.
could still get a long rest if he casts greater restoration on me while I am resting.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
Okay. Yeah, right. And but the thing is, like, for 4 hours, it's not gonna have a charge. So maybe I should put like a level 1 slot at least until you wake up.
It's gonna run out of charge in about 4 hours.
Yeah, well,
If
that's
you've
what
got
I'm
any
saying. She needs
slots
8
now,
hours.
you can put slots in it now.
Yeah, because then you can put a slot in now, be fine, and then wake up with all your spell slots.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
But don't
Then
slots run out
Yeah,
at dawn,
but
though? I thought when there was a new dawn, we had to charge it, regardless of how much charge it had left.
Yeah.
So, sorry. So, it doesn't stack, but you can replace it. So it's got 4 hours left on it now. You could
Yeah.
put
Right,
a
okay.
third level slot into it now. That will then you'll then have 8 hours, which you can essentially full rest in that time. And then when you wake up with your big slots again, put another big slot in it.
So it's like
But didn't Silverhand charge it for 24 hours for us before we came?
Yeah, think of it like a phone battery. If it like, she gave us 100%, we can just put it back on charge.
You can top it up. Well, not top it up, but
Yeah.
replace it. It's how long it will take, how long it has left.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the best thing you know is if you've got slots now has anybody got a 4th level slot or even a 3rd?
I've got a third.
Yeah, you chuck a 3rd in it and then you're good for 8 hours, I think. Then you can go long rest happily, and then when you wake up with full slots again, you can then decide who's going to put another 5th or whatever it is you're going to do in it.
Okay, I'll use my last third just to like use it up.
No, so now you're good. So you got 8 hours from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's quickly
Alright.
go to sleep.
Yes.
I mean, instantly.
Speedrun sleeping.
Anybody want to do anything else before you do that?
Do they have a pod big enough for Junior?
No.
Damn.
You only paid for 5.
Oh fuck. Do you have like a stables pod?
Stables.
You can stand around outside your pod if you want.
Thank you. I do feel safer when he's near.
Alrighty.
Lexi, will you put my books in my bag for me, please?
Think you absorbed your bag when you turned into a swan.
Fair. When I stop being
Yeah.
a swan, will you put my books in my bag for me, please?
It's stop being a swan now, then I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Okay. Say bye for now.
I'll cat
And then
you,
we'll
don't worry.
Thanks.
It's okay. You'll wake up in the morning smart again. And then I drop it.
I'll hold
Alrighty.
my arms out.
You're once again dumb as rocks. She can carry
The
her own
shit
weight.
eating Bryn returns.
Yes.
And are you guys heading off for your rest?
Yeah. I am going to put the books
Yeah.
back in the bag, and I'm going to tie the bag to her own foot so it doesn't run away.
It's my
Oh, yeah, her-
boy.
Good
Yeah, her
thinking.
bag has the tendency to run away.
It does. Any more for any more? Otherwise, we'll move on.
No, I'm going to sleep. Which way to the pods?
Yeah, that's you. Anybody else?
Mm,
I'm going to sleep.
Yes.
Yes. The
Okay.
boring
I would also
chat.
like to go to sleep, but I'm legally obligated just to follow them wherever they go.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need
I was gonna say, I'm
placing.
gonna lead her to the pod.
You are gonna need placing in the pod. So the fairy kind of takes you back down the mezzanine, past the big moth, and into a side room just off to the left. It leads down a long corridor and then into a room. And in this room is this large semicircle of these tall, long, elongated pods of amber nectar. It doesn't seem to be a rigid thing. It's like a fluid in suspension. If you haven't done this before, it's nothing to worry about. Just step inside, lie back, and let the amber do its thing, and enjoy.
Thank you, little miss.
I think Baldwin's staying here for a bit. He'll. Actually, no, we doesn't need to because we put more spells in. I forgot.
You're
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
Yes. I'm gonna go to.
Did you
Junior,
need waking up at a certain point
No,
in...
I don't think so.
I can handle it. Since I'm going to be up for 4 hours, like when those 8, like I'll be keeping track of the watch. And then whenever it's 8 hours, you guys are like fully rested. I'll wake you guys up. You don't have to spend a Jew stone or anything to get woken up.
But, yes. Also, you'll have company. Junior's going to stay out here with you.
Yeah, I'll stay with Junior. He understands common, right?
Yes, he speaks my language. He speaks properly, which is my favorite.
Would speak with animals work with him?
Junior.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably. He is a horse. He's technically
Isn't he-
he's a celestial. He's a celestial.
Yeah, he's not a beast, is he?
He's a goo horse.
Yeah.
No, he can communicate
Okay.
telepathically to me.
He can't speak common to anybody
No.
else.
He can draw.
He can draw. Can he?
Yeah. Can someone like?
How is he
can-
holding
can I-
said drawing device?
does anyone have
With a
chalk?
pseudopod. He has
Yeah, they don't have
pseudopods.
chalk. With his face,
With his face.
tongue. Then Willow, do you have chalk? Actually, no, you can't talk. I'll search Willow's bag for a chalk.
Is there any chalk in there, Willow?
No, why the fuck would there be?
There's a
chalk
quill
in
and a
there?
whole load of ink.
Don't
Oh,
you
okay.
dare! Above the table, do not touch my ink!
Like, in her head, she's yelling like freaking out, but outside she's like, like, oh, she said yes.
Like loads of ink.
Go for
Like-
it.
Like Junior could do like like the paw print things, like the hoof prints. Like loads of those.
That is
If I get greater
be fine with that.
restorated and I wake up and somebody's used my paper and ink to make the horse draw, I'm leaving the campaign. If I finish my long rest and this is what has happened to my giant emeralds worth of paper and ink, I will leave.
Yeah. What would you say is the equivalent role for like a social awareness check?
Insight.
Social awareness.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at Willow and then look at the ink. Oh, damn.
She wants you
She
to
wouldn't
do
like.
it.
She wants. Oh, okay, God.
Just got this big shit-eating grin on her face. She's like happy.
I thought a high check would. All right.
Well, she can't think any other way.
Yes.
I'm just happy because friends.
She looks like she's happy to be near her friends. That's what you get with the 24. She literally with the 24, she literally couldn't be happier than right now.
You think about that too long, that gets very sad. However, I think I will. I have some emotional intelligence. I will quart off some ink into my empty holy water flask. Not all of it.
Ah.
Some. I'll be very careful.
Make a slight handshake.
No.
Okay. Oh, I've got good decks.
Oh no,
I've got damn good decks.
dude.
Every time you say this,
Oh no.
Oh.
I've got damn good decks.
How much ink did you have left?
genuinely don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm assuming you have. Do you not have like multiple bottles of it, or did you put it in one massive one?
You got a gold's amount worth. So how much have you used?
Hang on, let's have a look.
I'm assuming it's multiple bottles because I'd only have used.
Yeah, there've been multiple bottles.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Done 2 spell scrolls.
I wouldn't have taped them all together and did that.
It'd be 300 gold worth total I've used, but that would be the paper and ink, so I don't know what the ratio of that would be.
Well, how much did you buy? How much is worth did you get? 500.
I don't know because it was when I gave the gem to Hilda, so she just
Yeah,
kind of
well,
gave me a pile.
Yeah, but I also gave you the value, didn't I?
Did you?
Pretty sure. It doesn't matter. With a 5, I'll say of ink, of what you've got available, knock off 50 gold's worth of this ink as he tries to pour it into what are you trying to pour it into? Something like a bowl, the bowl from his fucking salad.
No, it was my empty holy water flask.
Oh, your empty holy water flask.
Salad.
As you kind of pour it over, it's like, you know, it's not pouring like very neatly, and it's getting around the rim and like going over your, like seeping into your plasmoid form as it drips down the side of the bottle. And you're kind of a bit like, oh shit, it's going on the floor and making a bit of a mess. And then of the paper, like you get a stack of paper out and drop it on the floor into the ink that's on the floor as well, and ruin about that. So actually, I'd say, you know, there's 100 gold's worth of materials gone there, Willow.
Oh, I mean, you got to spend it somewhere.
Yeah, in my spell book.
Don't worry. I'll hand the quill to Junior's mouth, and I will enter my part.
Willow's just so happy to see her ink just.
She's pleased with this entire. You just better hope that mess is cleaned up before she gets back. Right. So, as you guys step into these kind of suspended liquids that sit just above the floor, kind of like it's weird. It's like not as viscous as jelly, but it's, you know, still like as you put your hand in, you can feel your hand become weightless inside, and it's almost like it's drawing you in. And as you kind of let it take you in, you kind of end up being suspended within this space, and it is unbelievably comfortable. It is like you are lying in the most comfortable bed ever, and you feel instantly relaxed, and not to a point where you're not in control of yourself, but just like super chill, and you fall asleep rapid. So for those that, yeah, all of you, go ahead and take a long rest, and that is where we will take a break, and we'll be back in a little bit. See you in a bit. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. So, a long rest is had by all. Baldwin, talk me through what steps you're taking after the first 4 hours.
Okay, the first 4 hours. So, okay, I'm already awake at this point. I just kind of step out of my pod, I suppose. Well, I just wait until like I check. I guess I check the clock to make sure we're still like good on time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're still good on time. Yeah, it's got 4 hours remaining.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just chill by Lexi Jr. Wait in like another 4 hours until I know everybody's gotten like proper rest, so they feel like pretty good. And then
the only
yeah,
way
I went until then.
The only way that you are going to be able to do that here is by monitoring that clock closely. You have to check
Yes.
it periodically because it's the only connection to a real sense of time that you have without a shimmer.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
So after another 4 hours, it gets into the late morning. You've started to hear a bit more hustle and bustle happening in the tavern up the hallway. Yeah, it's time. It's wake up time.
Tell you what Junior's been doing with the ink paper.
Oh, yeah. So he's he knocked over the holy water flask with the thing in it, and then he was just kind of trampling in it. But because he's all goo, he was making different shapes with his hooves and then imprinting it onto the paper and then scanning it around. It's like it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's like somebody's just chucked a load of ink at a bunch of paper and it's all scattered across the floor of this room. And there's like hoof marks where he has actually been using a hoof and walking around all over the floor. And it's all dry now. I can't hear
Because
you.
he's an intelligent creature to have. Oh, B. Microphone!
It can't pick
Sorry.
up frequencies that high.
Yeah, I have to do that each time.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Yeah,
It's the only thing that
Never
restarts
again.
it. I did it at the Echo session the other day. It was it was hilarious. Junior's an intelligent creature. I imagine he would have written very nice, eloquent, but I'm assuming still horribly because he's attempted some very kindly personalised notes on this expensive paper.
He
Tweaks and fudges.
he has attempted that. Unfortunately, his dexterity is what lacks in this instance.
I believe in my party to appreciate this act of love my companion has.
Sure they do.
See if Willow appreciates it.
So Baldwin, what are you doing? You waking everybody up?
Yeah. Well, I immediately go to Willow. Like I'm right there. Like when it's ticking down to like the last few seconds, I make sure to get her as quickly as possible. Wait it out, wake her up, and then
well, she's
immediately
just
cast her.
suspended in this liquid, staring at you with a big grin.
Is it shit eating in nature?
Oh
Yes,
yes,
yes, it
most
is.
definitely.
Perfect. It's like, and I just tell her it's okay, Willow. Everything will be all right. And then Alakazam, Greater Restoration.
Use your greater restoration. Yeah, Willow. You have acknowledged the fucking disaster that has happened in front of you, but you haven't been able to register it as a problem until the moment this spell is cast and your intelligence score and everything comes back up to where it was. There's been this in the entire evening, there's been this tiniest microscopic bubble of rage sat inside your stomach that you've not been able to do anything with, and it's just kind of been sat there and it's just not been doing anything. And as soon as this spell is cast, it erupts in you like a fucking volcano. You are now Willow, as you always have been, suspended in this Amber.
I kind of like clamber out as quickly as I can, like trying to get out of the liquid.
And I get out of the way.
Like, it's funny, like basically, I've taken a couple of levels in Barbarian temporarily. And I'm
Junior,
just-
Junior's looking at you with love and expectancy.
I just look at him and I just, it's not your fault. This isn't your fault. And then I'll just look at the ink on the floor and just scream Lexi's name.
Lexi, you are goo and goo. So
Ah, yeah, there's some really weird nostalgic memories.
you're like a lava lamp.
Yeah. Especially with the bath bombs I ate the night before.
Yeah, like it only part of your form is only just kind of holding like in bits as they try to separate from each other and then come back together. And you can just about make out what Lexi, like the Lexi inside this thing. You can reach out and grab him. He's you know he's
Yeah.
he's a physical thing you can grab.
I just start like reaching in and like pulling bits of Lexi out.
You just keep grabbing armor. But leaving
many-
the jelly,
how many
leaving the jelly leg, just losing.
Like I'll pull all of his armor out of the thing so that he's just floating in
No.
nothing.
Oh no, I'm at risk now.
And before we get
My
into that,
spell.
before we get into that, Shimmer, you wake up naturally, absolutely, and you're able to wake up Laborin as well, so you can all come out into the room having long rested.
I want to carefully try to interrupt and be like, "But Willow, the timepiece."
Kind of turn and look at Bolton and just like cast a 5th level spell into the timepiece.
You're good for another 24 hours.
Oh,
I'll take
all right. All right, carry on. Thank you.
and then immediately turn back and just start. What the fuck did you do, Lexi?
I made attempts at correct. I made attempts at restoring your mind. Is that not?
What does that have to do with the ink all over the floor and your
Okay.
horse?
First, was that Junior's request? I thought it would be Junior. I feel like he struggles with communication sometimes, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for him to sort of get his sort of feelings out, because he feels very happy and appreciated here, and I think he just wanted to reveal that to the world. And I feel like he should have some sort of creative outlet. I admit, in the act of the ink transferring process, as a naturally lubricated individual, I admit some indeed did slip from the cartridge, missed the bottle, dropped the bottle. It was all a bit higgledy-piggledy. For that, I apologise.
Willow just
And
like rub my temples as he's talking, and then just dig through my bag to find my bottle of ink, and just kind of.
Junior licked it clean afterwards. Don't worry.
That's not helpful. And she'll kind of look at it and like, can I make it? I know how much gold equivalent I've had to take off, but can I make like an investigation check to see if I can like figure it out in the moment?
Yeah. Perception or investigation, up to you. Perception will be a quick glance around. Investigation will be like spending a good few minutes to really check.
I am fully measuring these bottles of ink, and I'm better at investigation, so I'm not that good at investigation.
You're just too angry. With a 9, you're just too angry. It looks like a lot. Like, too much to throw away on Celestial Horse finger painting.
How dare you? Did you not hear the sentence you just said? When are you ever going to do that again?
If he had made something productive, it would have been fine. But
I don't think
Rooney
you
and
even
Van
read
Gogh
it yet.
is not. I just kind of like prod Lexi in the chest, on his armor specifically, so that my finger does not enter any part of his goo.
You just
And you owe me ink.
I
and then I'm
will.
going to make an intimidation check just because I literally want it to be that this tiny
Okay.
halfling is just like fully
I'll let-
tantrum stomping a foot.
I'll let Lexi decide whether or not he's intimidated based on the outcome of the roll.
Okay,
All right.
please be better. It's not better.
It should be with advantage. She's angry.
Bella, calm yourself. Just let's all settle down. I will. I understand. Okay, I owe you some ink. I will. I consider myself a good Samaritan. I understand I've done a wrong, and I did not realize it at the time. Apart from the accident, I didn't realize this ink was so precious. I will purchase you in the future when we next come across it the best ink this plane can produce. And knowing this plane, it's probably going to cost 18 million weird moon rocks, and it's going to turn into your aunt or something. But I would, yes, I owe you some ink. Much apologies. Have you read Junior's note? He's very kind.
Willow will just look at all of the ink on the floor and all over the horse and just be like, "What note?"
It was he wrote it for you. He wanted to express himself to the party because he can't talk.
Is it that he
He-
thinks we're a mess? Because he's not wrong.
I mean, that might be on someone's note, but no, it was only appreciation. Apart from
I will walk over and I will pet Junior very affectionately on the nose and just kind of whisper and just be like, "I know it's not your fault."
you remove your hand and there's ink on your palm.
Don't make me blight you.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
Just kind of just be like, "If you don't replace my ink, I will hurt you."
No, I've already agreed. No need to be so hostile. I've already said I'll purchase the best ink this plane has. Or if we can't find any, we'll go to wherever we go next.
Wherever we
I
end
mean-
up.
My uncle, mate, was an inksmith as well as a shepherd and a adult novelist.
I think I know where we can acquire more ink. Actually, like an unlimited supply.
If you could turn into some ink, if you mention squid or octopus, I will fight you.
Look, I'm just saying, you can get it from the source, and it's potent. It's really good quality.
You remember what we said about the snake thing?
This is different.
No, it's the same answer. Right. So while I was a giant swan last night, now that I have been promised good ink and my rage has mildly subsided, she says, side-eyeing the ink all over the floor. The fuck were you on about? You got a head in your bag?
Oh yes. While you were having your brain stolen, we sort of we got sidetracked. Really. We stopped this believed to be mugging of this small gentleman, who then led us to another man, who then hired us because a crime had been committed. To find out, we think he set us up. We think that man who hired us is now an evil bloke, who we are on our way to smite us at the moment, or will be soon to be smote. Who sent us through to this strange black market, where there were some less than favorable things being sold, including us. Apparently, the small man might have also betrayed us and tried to sell us, but we got them. We defeated the Gavel Man and his two friends with the spaghetti beards.
I was poisoned the whole time.
You were, and we believe it might have been. We might have walked through an extra plane of portal to get there, because Junior and again, Shimmer, can you? I'm so embarrassed. But what was the name of your floaty friend?
Oh, what, my moss, Lyra?
Lyra. Okay, I should know that's the name. Cool. Yes, Junior and Lyra were dispelled on entering, and we could only assume that we went either back to the materia or somewhere else. Maybe infernal, due to its residence.
There potentially were links there to the Twilight Stalkers as well, but we weren't very successful in obtaining specifics on the information. We just know that Unicorn murder and
Paraphernalia.
then subsequent sale is common enough.
Oh shit.
Well, I still need to, and I'm sorry because I think my daughter has either drawn all over or possibly eaten my notes that I made on this specific topic. I need to find.
Did you have a
the
celestial
guy that we
horse
were
come in and
supposed-
cover all your notes in ink?
Yeah, well, might as well have done. I'd rather it had been ink, to be honest. But yeah,
Well,
we need to go and find the guy at the council, don't we? And I don't have his name because my notes have disappeared. So I'm sorry.
Magistrate Herban Glorf.
Yes.
I know his name.
The individual you encountered from last session that sent you on your little
Oh,
mission.
Captain Varellis. I have found my notes.
That
Captain
yeah, I didn't know which
Varellis.
one you meant. So Captain Varellis
Yes.
is the individual that Lyrol Silverhand
Yes.
said to get in contact with. You were then
Mm-hmm.
urged to find a guard post on the edge of the city that
Yes.
might have info on where he is.
Yes.
Before encountering all the other things that happened in between. But yes,
Yes, I'm quite keen not to lose that lead as well.
Yes, so we could maybe go to him first and get information, and then sort out this business with the magistrate. If you want.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, we need to get. He's supposed to get us an audience at the Verdant Council, I think, or tell us how we can do that. So, that will probably, probably lead us in a similar direction to this magistrate. I would have thought.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought as well. I feel like both routes should lead to at least a similar part of this world.
Yeah, similar circles. So
worth mentioning, Shimmer, that the Lord Magistrate had ties to the Sunvale Bazaar. Wasn't necessarily an individual that had authority at the Starfall Enclave he was visiting.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I got no information about Dog. All aware.
No, you get yourself scammed.
All right,
Why?
shut the fuck up. But I think I might have gotten some information about a potential shard.
That's
Okay.
Ooh,
that's
But-
good.
I also
That's good
think,
stuff.
Yeah.
thanks to the brain melt of last night, I think I need to look at what I have from the other people who did actually help me and were actually genuinely really nice. To figure it out first. I'm not convinced. I need to do some more reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who did you speak to?
A random table of people who were really nice, and I'm pretty sure the people who told me the things I wanted to know were Eladrin.
Okay.
That doesn't narrow it down around here, unfortunately.
I think they
And
might have
why
been
do you
some I
need to
wanted.
do?
Yep, still don't narrow it down. Sorry, go on, Jacob.
Why do you need to do more reading about it?
Because they didn't exactly go, yeah, there's a shard here. They gave me some information, and I was in the midst of reading about it and comparing it to Quilliam's book, and then that man came and ruined it.
Right.
So,
So
I
what I'm getting at is like, what information did they give you? A pamphlet? Like what? What do you mean?
they told me a story. It's not important right now. It could be nothing. I want to confirm if it's nothing before I tell everybody that it's nothing. And you guys have a head in a bag. I feel like we deal with.
Yes, we do. Do you want to see it? No, that's a weird question.
I've seen plenty of headless things and things without bodies. I'm good.
Yeah, I was about to say. Also, I've got to be very careful because I'm either pulling out that one or Medusa head.
I'm sorry, yeah, what?
You know, but you were there when that happened.
Was I?
The Gorgon we killed in Talhandreth.
All right.
Yeah.
So I've got to be careful which head I pull out.
You still have that head.
We found this head.
Yes.
Ah, shit. No, not that one.
No.
This one.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh God, it's stone.
Right. So, Shimmer,
With
you
label.
think we need to head to the outskirts of the city? Was that sorry?
Oh no.
Yes,
Come on.
please.
Do we know where that is?
I'm sure we can
The
find
edge.
it.
The edge is usually a good place to look at when you're looking out.
I have the Wanderer.
The Folianx or whatever your surname is that I don't know. I'm fully convinced I know how to pronounce.
Tax.
Taxi.
It's like taxi. Foley. Anx.
Oh, in that case, I said it right. Taxi Folianx.
Yeah.
Baldwin, you
I
had
have
something?
yeah. Sorry, my background has like the Wanderer thing feature, where like I kind of like know my way around like settlements and stuff like that, like that you're familiar with. So since I've been around here a little bit, maybe I would know that.
I mean, yeah. You blew
I would
up
think-
half of it with an ice storm.
Is that
That too?
the Outlander background?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I believe it's called the feature's called Wanderer. I think.
Has Baldwin got the Faerunian equivalent of
The background is Outlander. So this is this is about surviving in the wild specifically. You grew up in the wilds, far from the comforts of your town and technology. You witnessed the migration of herds, survived weather more extreme. Go on.
Sorry, it's yeah. Like if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see something called Feature Wanderer. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that on Shiba. That's cool.
Also, what was the second syllable of the realm we're in? Wild.
Pretty wild. And in addition, you can also find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day,
Sold.
provided the land offers those
Fine.
things.
Sold. You know a general direction to outer edges of town.
Yes.
I can lead the way.
Oh, nice. Do you know any good shops?
I don't know.
No, we're on a mission.
Ah, sorry. Would you like to apologise to the people whose houses you bombed?
We're on a quest from Kian.
Oh yes, you missed that, Willow. I forgot.
He decimated half a city block with ice
Yeah.
storms. But anyway,
Yeah. And Kona Cold.
so what are you guys
Kona
up to?
Cold.
Where are you going?
Can we go find this guard outpost, please?
Yep.
Yes.
As you all head out, let's have Shimmer and
Oh, no.
Baldwin make a survival check for me.
It's doing the T-zoom. Not the T-zoom.
Oh,
Whoa.
Wowzers.
Baldwin survives.
I whisper.
Good bloody work. And it's vital given that this was going to determine how long it would take you to find this place. And in as little as an hour, you are able to walk out of Moonjuimath into the city streets. And sorry, let me find you. Just take you somewhere else very briefly. And find what appears to be a guard outpost. It is a small building in the corner of this street. It's busy. It's now kind of midday, and Yeah, there are a couple guards posted outside, and it's an open door, and you can see just inside the open door there is a very ornate counter, and behind that, you're outside at the moment, but inside you can see a very broad-shouldered, female-looking figure just inside.
I have a quick question about the location of this guard outpost. Is it eastern?
Oh,
This one would be southern.
No. Immediately care less about it.
Great.
I'll go in and greet the person at the desk with a smile and say good morning.
As you walk in, this individual is head down in some kind of paperwork. You can see propped up on one side is this large spear, and just like underneath that is a large shield. This female human is incredibly tall, broad-shouldered, very muscular. She's probably in her early 40s, and she is like her face is beaten to pieces and absolutely scarred. She is seen some shit, but she has a very stern look on her face, and she kind of looks up. She's got leather armor. I'm showing you the picture there, but there's leather armor on and this red cloak that goes back, and she kind of looks up and she's like, yeah, what can I do for you?
Sorry to interrupt your work. We're looking for Captain Varelis, and we were told we might find him here. Him or her. Didn't know it was a guy.
Captain Varelis? I have not seen him for a very, very long time.
Brilliant.
What is it that you're needing from him?
Well, we've been sent by Lady Silverhand. She asked us to speak to him on her behalf.
I don't know any Lady Silverhand. Unfortunately, the captain, I replaced him at this outpost. He went missing some time ago. Unknown when or where, but he's no longer around, so. Is there something that I can help you with?
I doubt it. I need to speak to the Verdant Council as a matter of urgency, and Lady Silverhand, who I appreciate you don't know, seemed to think that he might be able to advise us in that regard.
Oh yeah, he probably could have done. Yeah, the Verdant Council. That's gonna be tricky. Not something. No levers I can pull there for you, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry about that.
So you really don't know anything at all about where he went? Like, what, did he go somewhere before he went missing, or did he just not stop turning up for work one day?
As far as I know, he went on some kind of excursion and didn't come back.
Do you know where he went, or who the excursion was for or with?
I mean, I can look it up if you want me to that badly.
Please, it would really help me out.
Sure.
Do you know where he lived as well? And if it's still as it was?
No, I don't know where he lived. I didn't even really know him. He was just another captain on another outpost. 1 second. Just kind of very lazily and sluggishly. You get this. Make an insight check for me, Shimmer.
Okay.
Oh wow. 21. Very good. She's very unhappy. Probably about the post that she currently has. You can see this woman has seen some shit, and she's probably a fierce warrior. But being sat doing this outpost duty is like it's not that she feels like it's necessarily beneath her, but that it's like she could be doing something better. Anyway, she kind of turns and walks off to the back, comes back with a large kind of logbook looking thing, slaps it on the countertop, and just kind of with her head in her hands, like starts flicking through the pages. None of it's dated, obviously, because we don't do that here. So that makes sense,
I'm
doesn't
with
it?
you.
Morales. Morales, right. Think when that would have been after the festival, but not before the moon day. Would have been 15 rises ago. You know, rises are days.
Yes.
15 rises ago, Viralis and 5 others, mixture of Eladrin, Common Guard, headed out to the... This handwriting is rubbish. The Gloamthorn Wilds, as instructed by... it's not signed. Normally there should be a Verdant Council signature for such an excursion, but it's missing. Just probably bad admin.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Yeah, going out to the Gloamthorn Wilds, we've needed one of the lesser council members as the minimum to sign off, especially taking a captain and that many guards. It wasn't. Anyway, yeah, headed off to the Gloamthorn Wilds. Who knows what he found in there? I mean, sure, this is the Alarian Glade, but there's still some dangerous things out there, right?
Sorry for the interruption. Did everyone? I'm Lexi, by the way. No, fuck, I missed a blob. Did everyone go missing, including the captain, the guards?
I'm sure she was getting to that, Lexi.
Oh no, I just didn't.
I only know that Captain Viralis hasn't come back because I have replaced him here in the outpost. So it doesn't say. It doesn't say who the other guards or people that went with him were. It's just that it was him and his selected retinue, and that's it.
Yes, thank you. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good.
Thank you. I appreciate the time you took to look that up for us.
It's all right. Closes the book and just kind of casually tosses it under the counter. For what it's worth. Yeah. So if he's anywhere, if he's alive, unlikely. He's in the Gloamthorn Wilds somewhere.
Oh, I guess that's where we're going next then.
We should probably, while we're in town, we should visit the Mr. Magistrate.
Yes, we'll get your head seen too.
Yes, thank you.
Magistrate.
Lexi will reverse out the door.
So foolish.
Are you talking about Acronis?
Am I? Maybe. I might be.
He's a weird one. I don't trust him.
You shouldn't. That's a good view you've got there.
Why shouldn't I trust him?
Smoke bomb. I
What?
don't have one. Fuck.
Whoa. Come back in here. Close the door. What do you mean?
are. I've been told. Well, the other day, I don't know if I'll look for Shimmer for permission, and like a parent signed note.
Sure,
Oh,
go
okay,
ahead,
cool.
Lexi.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Alright.
Mr. Blob.
Thank you.
As
The
you guys
other
get
day-
your names mixed up, She's just like shaking her head as if to like, you guys are fucked.
Okay, sorry.
Definitely fucked.
The other day we were sort of around the village, town, whatever this place is.
It's a city.
Settlement. Let's call it settlement. What I don't want to assume.
It's a massive
we encountered
city.
this. I've only seen a bit of it though. We encountered this small gentleman who was escaping from a gang of. We dealt with the thieves. I don't know if you read about the ice storm that happened 3 times the other day. So he took us to the magistrate, who showed us a corpse, and gave us a quest of finding out sort of the location of this black market type ordeal. We found said black market, but the whole thing was a setup. It was a fake magistrate. Someone was pretending to be the magistrate, because when we got there, we were being sold at the black market by devils, and we found the real magistrate's head.
She's been staring at Lexi this whole time, and then she just kind of turns to you, Shimmer, as if to ask, really?
Take it with a small pinch of salt, but in essence, yes, what he said is based in truth.
I have proof. I will.
No, we
reach
don't need.
down and
No,
grab
we don't
the head.
need the proof.
I was like, one of these is a gorg, and I've got to make sure I don't.
She
Actually,
kind
no,
of
wait. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
moves ever so slightly closer to her spear, but she's still calm.
No. Okay, no. I mean, wait. It was in a jar, right? It was
It
contained.
was in a
We didn't have a
jar.
loot. Yeah. Okay, I'll grab the jar, not the snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll only pull it slightly up so they can see it's at least a head, and I'm not going to just whip out a decapitated head in this guard's tower.
Are you close to the counter?
Yes, I'm. I imagine during my hand airy fairiness, I would have sort of leaned on it a bit.
Yeah.
Switched my fancy new backpack around.
As you kind of show the jar, she's gonna lunge forward and try and grab it.
Oh no! Fuck off!
All right. Make.
I'm gonna shove action. A shove action is what I'm gonna do.
Well, you can get a hand on it, so you can contest it athletics to keep hold of it.
Yeah, I will grapple the jar.
Cool. Roll an athletics check for me.
Okay, athletics. No, 14.
14.
Unless I have to get advantage from grappling.
21.
Holy fuck!
She reaches out and pulls the jar, and it just kind of slips out of your gooey hands. She kind of lifts it up while staring at you. Huh. She places it on the counter and slides it along, just like what she presumes to be just out of your reach, although it's probably not with a pseudopod. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to make a little call.
I know this looks bad. However, I can confirm if you were to approach the magistrate's building, a version of him will be there, head on. I'm a paladin sworn to heroism and niceness. This is a horribly mischaracteristic. If this is anything assumedly bad.
No, I believe you, and I think I will find exactly what you're talking about. I will be heading there shortly once I've gathered a few men together.
Okay.
Can we
would
insight
like
that?
to join you? Actually, yeah.
Make an
Good
insight
point,
check.
Bolton.
She seems ready for any kind of action she can get, and if that means going and knocking on his door and roughing him up or exposing him, then she's game.
Would you like us to come with you? We're fairly capable fighters. We've
Yes.
slain dragons and other things.
Make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the same dragon 3 times.
Not when I roll
Oh, 14.
sixes. Yeah, I've got good persuasion.
She kind of looks you all up and down. She's like,
Pulls out magic greatsword.
she's well, if it means I don't have to throw my own men into the mix, don't see why not.
Yes. But he seems a bit of a coward if he were to use deception and trickery. Well, to be fair, the last one who used deception and trickery was a great dragon, and that kind of screwed us. But still.
Very well. Give me a few moments to get my things together and we'll go.
Sorry, Lex, are you speaking for all of us? I didn't much fancy going.
I mean, you can stay if you want. I'm going. I mean,
Off you
come
go,
on.
then.
It's only a bit. I just don't want to. If there is active evil in this city that I'm aware of, I don't want to ignore it. And I'd like to get to, but not to put off your one, but still. I feel like we should work on it distance-wise. Would be better off in the end. Sorry, Shin.
She kind of starts collecting her spear and a few other things and okay. Are you all coming or what are we doing?
I mean, I'll go. Baldwin, you like violence. He'll probably end up coming.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I want to support someone that's in need. Someone's got to take care of you.
Nah. That's my flanking chum.
And I'm also dumb because I could have been using CR3, so I kind of want to try that out. I'm using CR2. Creatures.
So if you're all going, we'll teleport to the palace, where you'd met him before, and it's like a side bit off to where he'd walked in from before. Kind of, you guys like march down the hallway. She's kind of spear out, shield ready, stood by the door. Are you ready?
Do you pick up the
Give a
head
nod.
back?
Ah, she's left it in a guard place.
No, okay.
That's hers now.
All right, yeah, but I thought maybe if he's been tricking his, partners, that might be a good way to convince them that he's fake. I'm just saying.
I imagine the captain carries a lot of respect, and I feel like they'll trust her word. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
So
bet.
she's like, "Do you want to go first, or should I?"
Oh no, no, no,
I'm
I'm
not ready yet. No, I'm not
Okay.
ready. Is that all right, Lexi? If I'm not ready.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can wait. I'm a patient, respectable gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
I'm-
else in the party snorts.
When I'm made aware of things.
I'm not just sitting in silence. I'm looking. Sorry.
That's okay.
Never mind.
Wasn't expecting combat to be sprung upon me.
Combat in D&D is like the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects.
Anywhere and everywhere at the same time.
Laborin, do you want some invisibility before you go in?
Sure.
Oh, true. Let's get some aid in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like preparing is a good idea.
I forgot about aid.
So let me do that for Laborin.
Jack, it's okay if you put my token.
I'm gonna help
shimmers
you
and-
guys. I'm gonna help you guys out here. Don't prepare
Okay.
for combat.
Oh, right.
just
I'll refund that then. Thank you, Jack. That was helpful.
This
Okay,
is gonna go.
proceed. Proceed.
Okay.
she's
Keep
like,
the door in, Lexi, because we all know that's why you wanted to come.
No. That's about first of all.
as you guys are talking
Mum,
about kicking a door in, she kind of nudges past Lexi and boots the door in herself, goes in, spear ready, shield at her side, and charges in. And you can see the Lord Magistrate is sat behind his desk, and he kind of quickly looks up and he's like, well, what is this all about then?
You owe us some money.
Yes.
Explain. Captain Howard, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. These people here came and accosted me yesterday demanding gold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We wouldn't ask you for gold in the Feywild now, would we?
Money, at least. They caused distress in the streets, damaged some people's homes, and tried to rob a good friend of mine.
Captain, I'd like to remind you to gaze upon his neck to shoulder connected situation.
She
Good day.
stares intently at him. She's like, yes, I can see. So, what are we going to do?
You are going to admit you tried to sell us on some sort of hellish black market.
Well, that would be quite a thing, that's for sure. No, that didn't happen at all.
But then I'd like you to explain why we currently hold your spare head.
By all means, presented.
I would, if it wasn't taken from me and put in some sort of locker.
Well, what a harrowing tale indeed.
I know. I mean, we can take you dead.
Did you manage to recover the goods that you so claimed that you were going to recover?
Yes, we did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad you managed to do so without issue. Captain Howrah, these people are thieves, and there's no other way of explaining it. I am the Lord Magistrate of the Sunvale Bazaar. I am not here to be interrogated.
Lexi, zone of truth.
Oh, fuck, I had to have her prepared.
Oh, God.
For a moment, he just simply stares at all of you. And Captain Howrah is kind of just like glaring at him. As you can see that she's white knuckled on her spear. Kind of looks down for a moment and looks back up. He smiles. And as you see him smile, the smile contains just a few too many sharp, pointed teeth. He stands from his desk and pushes the desk aside. This is a heavy, wooden, solid desk, and he just, with ease and with a finger, pushes it away from him and stands up. Takes this, big, deep breath. Well, I'm a little too tired for the games. And he screams in a voice that is, crazy too high, like this super high-pitched voice. You were meant to leave that canyon. You weren't meant to leave that canyon with your autonomy. You may have destroyed the operation here, but you shall never find the others, and you'll never sleep a restful night again, for you will know that I will come for revenge. And as this piercing cry reaches its crescendo through the room, his shoulders kind of snap back as these large demonic wings begin to unfurl from behind him. You can see that he grows larger and taller. And you see him in his fullest demonic form. Oh no, not that one. His tallest demonic form as he wields this large fork. I will see you all again sometime soon. Clicks his fingers and this big plume of smoke enshrouds him. And then it disappears and he is gone.
Ah,
He smells like a level up.
Well, he
No.
was a delight.
As a bard, I demand to have a Tenacious D style standoff with him at some point.
yes.
Yes, you were fucked.
Captain
Shit out of luck.
Howrah throws her spear on the ground in rage. My gratitude, nonetheless. I would award you whatever he said he was paying you or whatever the hell was going on here. I don't really have the means to grant you much money. But
mean-
I can offer you something, maybe something a little better. She kind of reaches into her pouch, and she will hand you a small wooden flute. And very intricately carved and very well made. Who's taking that?
Can I take a look at it?
It's a
Ooh,
very normal
I'm
looking
proficient.
flute.
Yoink.
I wouldn't normally do this, but look, if I haven't noticed, I'm itching to be out in the battlefield again. If you ever require my assistance, play a little tune, and wherever you are, I'll be there.
Thank you. That's hugely generous of you.
Yes. Of course.
I'm sorry if you've told us and I didn't catch it. What was your name?
Howrah. Captain Howrah.
Oh,
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Blob.
It's nice to meet you, Lexi.
Ah, damn. You were
HALRA.
Captain Howrah, I don't suppose you've ever heard of the Twilight Stalkers, have you?
She thinks for a moment. No, I can't say I have. Sorry.
Fair enough. They'd be bad at what they do if everyone had.
You're looking for a group of individuals that are trying to hide somewhere in the Feywild?
Potentially, yeah. They're kind of black market dealers, I think.
Listen, if you go into Gloamthorn Wilds, you're going to need to cross the Auric Peaks. Once you've done that, hug the peaks on the left. Don't head straight into the woods. You stay close to the mountains. The opposite side of Dawnspire Hollow, then you're heading south, keep the mountains on your left as close as you can, and it'll be safer that way. If you need to go around again, follow the coast.
Thank you.
Mountains and coast. Thank you, Captain.
That we will. Aye, aye.
Don't stray too far into the forest. The deeper you go, the
Noted.
more interesting it gets, let's say.
Find any evidence of your predecessor's location? We might very well have to, depending on where they lead.
Well, let me say this. Veralis wasn't stupid. And if he was sent to look for someone or something, probably someone, given the retinue he took with him, I doubt that he would have ventured deep into the forest either.
Okay.
And
Would there be any reason he might have, in case some extreme circumstances called for it?
to save a life, perhaps.
Valiant.
Very much so.
Respect.
But if he was hunting someone, and they were held up somewhere in those woods. Unless they were very powerful or very stupid, they would also stay close to the mountains or the coast.
Cool.
Is flying over an option? But if we ever need to.
How long can you fly?
Few hours.
A few hours.
You wouldn't make the distance. Shimmer, you will
I see.
know that the Gloamthorn wilds are vast, thick, dense, almost pine-like forest.
Oh.
Well, I better go write a report or something. Anything else I can do
wait.
for you?
The items he sent us to retrieve, they were sort of the belongings of nobles of this area that now I'm starting to believe he stole. Would you be able? What was the name? Who owned them? I asked the group and myself to see if I remember. Who was the family?
Yep, 1 second. I mean, it was not particularly important, but yes, you recall the name. She's
Yeah,
like, she says, look, I don't want to take spoils of war from you, but really, I should get those back to where they came from.
that's what I was insinuating. I wasn't. Though you have been very useful, I wasn't imagining them as payment. It is the this ruby gem, this staff with the star metal thing on the top, and this book,
She takes
which
them
has
from
the
me.
family name on it.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to find it, but yeah.
I refuse to read it because I can't remember.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you. Tell them Mr. Blobby sent them.
Oh, I will.
And Lobo, Pimmer, and Shimmer.
Emma wasn't there.
Oh yeah, well, still you're part of our group. I imagine you want to be part of our branding.
With that, she will guide you out of the palace and back into the city streets. She wishes you farewell, reminds you of the flute. Heads back off into the city in the direction of her guard post.
Don't worry, Baldwin's proficient.
I am.
Baldwin doesn't have it. Shimmer does.
No, still,
Yeah.
he can.
I have a flute, but it's not the calling of Captain Holbrook kind. It's Alex's.
You get the sense that
No, it wasn't. It was Kit's.
You get the sense that Captain Howrah would be a formidable ally in a dangerous situation. However, that flute has one single use for its entire existence.
Yep.
And now we have a devil. But I bet we. But I would be able to recognize the type of devil it was from, like.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Would you know?
Adventurers' stories. Would I know what type of devil it was?
What do you
Or
mean?
demon?
What type of demon? Like, as in it's above the table monster class? It's monster block? Oh,
Pretty much.
it seemed unique.
Okay.
But it looked fiendish. Like it was.
Oh,
like,
it was definitely
like,
a
you
devil
know,
fiend. Yeah, it was a fiend devil.
Definitely a devil, not a demon.
Definitely a devil, not a demon.
Okay.
A pretty nasty looking one.
Yes. Spiky? Red? I mean, are we all ready to set off? Is nothing else we require from the city?
I mean, how much money do we actually have though? Like of the juice stone?
I mean,
205 left.
those rooms are expensive now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes. Yeah, they were.
That was my point.
It feels like a Juan situation.
And I think that's something like a copper.
Yes,
Well, I apologise, Jack, if I asked this last time,
Are you good?
but would there be anywhere in the city that we might be able to buy some healing potions, stock up before we go out trying to find this place?
Potentially. Bear with me.
Because I'm a little bit low.
Anyway, where we can buy some rations one day.
Well, apparently
mean, I
Baldwin
can
can
just
feed you
find-
anyway.
I don't
Mhm.
want to eat Baldwin or his excretion.
No, I find it. I forage.
Oh, you can forage for it. Okay. I was
Yeah, I
thinking
can find game.
this is weird.
Oh yeah, I can find you fresh water and like game, berries, whatever. If the land provides it.
And I will join you and scare away all small animals. Sound of my armor. It can be a bonding exercise.
Click, click, click.
I'll say, not knowing the city and without spending too much time, you can find one for 100 Stone.
That's quite
Keep saying.
pricey.
That's a
Wait, one
grand.
what? One potion?
That's a grand in gold.
What the?
No, it's not.
What?
No,
Is
it's
it
not.
not? 'Cause I
Oh,
thought one
grand.
Stone was 10 gold, wasn't it? Or was it 2 gold?
No, two gold.
2.
Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's 200. A normal healing potion's around 50, so it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Wow.
Extra planar inflation.
Extra planar
Yeah.
inflation. Yep.
Let's see. I have one. Does someone want my healing potion?
I mean,
They
I've
have
got
one.
one. It just would have been nice, but I'm not sure it's worth 200 coins, honestly.
I
Yeah,
have
I've
2
got one
apparently.
as well.
I have 2.
Oh, in that
Wait.
case, we're good.
Does Willow need them?
No, I just
No.
have
It
2.
might be handy for her to administer to another if we get in a tight spot. I mean, maybe you don't need 2, but I mean, you may as well, I guess, keep hold.
Right. And then I have heals. I have healing word.
I have all the heals. Well, I mean, I have lone hands and that's it.
Mm,
Shall we just get going?
Yeah, let's make
Yeah.
it.
Too expensive.
Okay. I'm trying to load the map up for you guys. 1 second.
No, not a map.
Are you
The
gonna-
map. The map.
You're gonna want this map.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Better be a fun one.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you sure? We've only got about like 40 minutes left.
Sorry.
That's
We've only
plenty.
got about like 40 minutes left of the session. You sure you have enough time for a map?
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see if that works.
Can we fit a map in?
There we go. Come to my map.
Oh no!
It's just named a map. Oh no. Where are we?
It burns. Ah! I'm stuck
Oh.
on 99% as well. It doesn't want to give it to me.
No, it's just blackness.
It's a big
Just
old map.
darkness everywhere.
You'll get there.
Oh, damn it. Dense map. Like how we
Come
all
on now.
We all have an extra player character of just the useless fox logo. I'm glad it has a stat block.
You're all getting here slowly.
Yeah, I've got it. Suppose we need to go to those wilds over there.
All right, let's see. Oh, still no. Dang. Oh, there we go. Yes, there we are. There we are. Oh, this is pretty. I like this.
Is this scaled properly, Jack? Can we use a ruler to see how
It is not
how
scaled.
many things are?
No, it's deliberately not scaled.
Ah, where's our objective?
Right.
Down here.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. 1 second.
I see. And then stick to this side, huh?
Mm.
Like this. I see.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll stick to the coast.
Yeah.
Where was the place though? Was it the moon? No, not Moon Whisper.
Bloom.
Oh yes, it was Moon Whisper.
No.
The Gloomthorn Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We
Jack.
stick. We.
Yep.
Would I know the proximity of Gloomthorn to other places there?
Yeah, you'd know it'd be a few days, 3 or 4. But you got to climb those
Okay.
mountains as well, which you know would be tough to pass.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
We
with a fair
found-
wind and no trouble in the mountains and the weather being good, you could probably get to the edges of the Gloomthorn Wilds in 3 or 4 days.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go.
Yeah, probably best to just walk there. I was about to suggest a boat, but I think that'd be too much hassle trying to get hold of. Let's just walk.
Yes. Plus, Junior gets seasick.
Okay. As you head out of the Starfall Enclave, having only spent a best part of a day there, really, you venture out into the true wilds of the Feywild. Shimmer, is there any advice that you would give your party heading into these lands, or any questions you want to ask me that you would be unsure about doing this and want me to reiterate that you can then pass on?
Probably no less than it sounds. Basically, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't go into the woods. Don't separate from anybody else. Stay as close as you can at all times. And don't necessarily trust your senses.
Cool. You spend the first day making your way to the Auric Peaks. And as you begin to climb the mountains, the weather does start to chill a little bit as you gain more altitude. The sky is full of pink, fluffy clouds as you look on back to the Starfall Enclave. And Shimmer, for the first time in what feels like forever, as you climb these mountains and you stand at the top, you can see across much of the Alarian Glade and partway down into Dawnspire Hollow, and you can see the luminescent trees and the kind of very glittery mist that emanates just off of its the woods canopy down below. It's way off in the distance, but you can just about make it out. What does Shimmer feel about seeing that for the first time in a long time?
I think lots of different things, but probably most overwhelmingly sad. And I think that as she stands there and looks at it off in the distance, it's obviously much closer than it's been for a very long time, but it feels so far away still, and there's still so much uncertainty and fear around that place. And she probably just kind of stare off at it for a little bit and try very hard to keep it together and not to cry, not to show it in front of the others.
Cool. Is there anything anybody would like to do at this time? Okay.
You're really just going to leave me standing there trying not to cry again, all of you?
I don't know. No,
You
no.
just said we wouldn't notice us, didn't you?
Trying to.
Okay. Carry on, Jet.
You make your way off the mountains and back down into the woods, and you're kind of following the instructions, I assume, Captain Howrah?
Of course.
Okay. Rest is easy. And as you come down into these woods, you can see it darkens considerably. The trees here, it's like you ever walk into a really dense wood and it's dark, right? Even on like a bright day, it's dark. But this is like darker than that. It's almost as if the trees are giving off some kind of darkness, but just every now and again there's this tiny mote of little, almost like a firefly that passes past you. And as you look deeper into the forest, you can see tiny speckles of fireflies that seem to be dancing around. Some are bigger than others. And this place it's almost like there's no wind. It's just weirdly quiet. The trees don't creak, the wind doesn't move. There's no sound of animals or anything. It's very strange. You guys can press on for another day and a half, still expending those spell slots to keep the clock charged. About halfway through a day, what are you guys looking for? What would your purpose be? Like, what kind of things are you trying to do to navigate your way through here, or find what you're looking for? Or are you just wandering?
Looking for like safer paths to like trying to use my like my background to like make sure, okay, like, does this look stable? Is this safe to step on, climb on? All that, making sure like we're safe on our journey.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably put finding this captain sort of in my sort of priority. So I'd be looking for evidence of like maybe someone's camped here before. Anything sort of purpose, like man treaded through.
Mm-hmm. Baldwin, make a survival check for me.
Sure.
A success here will aid in you guys locating where it is you need to go.
17.
Very good. Yeah, you're able with your Fey ancestry as well. And there's this part of this place that feels a little like Silverleaf Grove, but desolate and untamed. Alexi, roll an investigation check for me.
Nope. I'm done.
This place is devoid. You don't see any settlements. There's no trodden path. You don't really even see any like birds' nests in trees or anything like that. But then, are you really looking hard enough? Who knows?
I mean, I don't have any eyes, so that's probably negative.
Oh well, yeah. Willow, Laboran, Shimmer, anything you would like to do to aid your party in this hunt?
I guess must just be keeping an eye for tracks and things like that look like they would have been left by the guards and stuff. Were we ever told what race they were?
He was a Summer Eladrin.
Oh, so that's just footprints then. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a bit late now. I guess I'd see if there's any chance of that happening. If you know what I mean, if there's any sort of tracks that they would have left.
Okay. As you're walking, you're kind of looking for these. So yeah, make a perception or investigation check.
That's not my character sheet.
You could be army crawling to get advantage.
Should take you
That's a
forever.
foot away. How long's a foot?
The foot's like up to just like your knee, less than.
If
Less
that.
bad.
Yeah. I
We're
suppose,
not
I suppose
getting
you
an
wouldn't be
advantage with that one.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. 26. Holy moly. So where Lexi has kind of been looking for the same thing, you can see that he's kind of like stumbling around. When he's looking for stuff, he's like this, so he's doesn't really be paying much attention. But you're more adept to tracking, and you do see very fine footprints. They're old. They're like a 10-day or more old. But they're there, just slightly in the what little bit of mud there is in between the fallen leaves. A mixture with a 26, I'll say a mixture of race. You recognize goblin. You recognize ogre. There's some footprints you don't recognize. They're very long, side by side, and they don't seem to make a step. Kind of weird. There is what you could only assume to be humanoid, so elven or human or Eladrin or maybe not dwarven, but it's possible. Some humanoid, yeah. And they, as you've been following them for a little while, they seem to be getting fresher and fresher. So you're getting the sense that you might be on the track to something. You're just not sure what.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the best lead we've got so far.
Yeah.
I'm surprised everyone on this plane travels barefoot.
Well, they're booted, but you can tell by the size and shape of the boot. Willow, anything you'd like to do to assist your party?
Total honesty, riding the horse is probably about it.
Fine.
Yeah. Plus,
Because
Genie
I'm
feels
not-
a bit. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be any good at like trying to find footprints or tracks or anything. I'm not gonna be able to like make sure I don't touch anything that's not gonna kill me because I don't have a fucking clue what goes on here. So Willow is just going to sit on the back of Junior, not touch anything, and just kind of look at all of the different like plants and stuff as she's walking along and just like take it all in and alternate between reading all of our books and making sure that nothing got damaged in the ink. What did you call it? The ink catastrophe.
Incastrophe. Yeah.
Incastrophe.
Incastrophe.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as you're looking at the nature, make a nature check for me.
Oh, well, that was a terrible thing to say.
17, not bad. Not bad at all.
Everything you're looking at can and will kill you.
There are a lot of things that look like they could kill you. There's a lot of fungi here, and some of it looks some of it has weird hues, like almost like a pearlescent effect to some of it. Every bit of the nature here is odd. The trees are familiar, but they're odd. What you do notice with the 17 on your nature check is that there's no fauna. You haven't seen any. You haven't seen any birds. You haven't heard any birds. You haven't seen even a deer off in a distance or anything of that kind. But the flora, though, what you gather with a 17 at least is it looks like it's possible that somebody could spend some time gathering things, like gathering some of these plants for survival if they needed to. And so if people were around here at all, then survival is possible without having to traipse loads of goods and supplies through. Again, suggesting that you're probably in the right space. Shimmer, anything you would like to do?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. As you guys trek along a little bit further, Laboran, the tracks that you're following do get fresher and fresher. Make a perception check for me, please, Laboran. Well, he's on one today. Dirty 20. Very good. As you guys are walking along, you hear it first, Laboran, as you're kind of like keeping a watchful eye on the woods. It's like a gentle humming. Somebody's humming a tune. And then, as it gets louder and louder, it's followed by a thud, 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 thud on the floor, on the ground, on the twigs and the leaves. As you kind of look around for it, you do catch eventually, off in the distance, about 100 feet away, further into the woods than where you currently are. You're keeping the cliff faces and the mountains, which are like strictly on your left. You see a creature you've never seen before. It's white, a white-grey, furry creature, long ears, little fluffy round tail, and long feet. It is a very large rabbit-looking creature. It has a crossbow strapped to its back and a waist belt with bolts in it, and it's carrying a satchel.
Do you know what that is, Shimmer?
Shimmer would know.
I
This
don't
is
know.
a
Do I know
Harengon.
what that is?
A Harengon.
Oh, the Harengon, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a Harengon. It's just another resident of this plane.
Think they'd know anything about the disappearance? Did you see anything?
Well, I mean, if they're here, then yeah, there's a chance. Just ask.
Right, let's make our way over.
I mean, whoa. Why don't we just shout them over here? Again, not sure how far we want to venture into this forest if we don't know
He
what
is
we're doing.
he's moving in the same direction as you, but he's further into the woods and it hasn't seen you and is just moving away.
Then I will shout.
Okay. Well, what are you going to shout?
You there, crossbow, one with the rabbitness. Hello,
As you call out,
day sir.
its ears prick up and go out on either side, and it makes it a jump and then stops dead still.
Hands are in the air, no weapons.
He's quite far away. He's looking dead straight onto the direction he was traveling in, and he just goes like rock solid still, and he's just still there for a minute. And you see
I don't know if he knows com.
Takes a deep breath. Continues to hum, but is now moving with purpose and pace in a direction he was traveling quickly.
Ah, fuck.
You chasing after him?
I'm not chasing after it. I'm still sticking next to the cliffs. I just want to be perpendicular to him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And everybody else, what are you up to?
I called, but don't get Willow's coming with. I'm calling Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Lex going? So they're apparently going with Junior, just getting dragged along.
Everybody else just dashing after this creature? Doing what Lexi's doing, or are you going after it? Are you calling out to it?
I feel like they might all just be staring at everybody's apps.
Out of what?
Everyone's just staring at Lexi's absolute fuckery.
Ah, okay.
Nobody's saying anything, so I think they're all just staring.
Yeah, nobody's saying.
Have we lost people?
Have
I
we?
don't think.
I mean, I see Jacob. I don't know if he can hear us.
can hear.
Okay.
Just-
I'm here. Here.
Did you go? Did a protein shake call you?
Yes.
Mm,
Okay.
water
Come in.
and like half a gallon of water.
What's your
Well-
if you guys are all maintaining speed, then Lex, what's your move speed?
40.
40. Oh, you keep pace easy. So we're dashing along with dashes to keep up. But yeah, you guys are just like zooming through the woods, and you do as you kind of like you start to converge slightly as he's like making his way ever so gently closer to the thing. But he's looking. You do eventually see that he just gently looks across. For the rest of you, these guys have bolted. They're like 100, 200. They're getting further and further away into the woods. Are you trying to match speed?
Well, if I'm saying for me, but I mean, I don't know if anyone else can like if they want to do this. But if I was like, let's say within like 10 feet of Lexi, that means I would get his ability, wouldn't I? So I'll be able to keep pace with him.
What's your move? You'd be faster.
Mine's 35.
But yeah. You'd be able to keep pace. Then it'd be 45, right, Lex? So
yeah.
So you'd be able to keep pace with Lex. Yeah.
That's for me. I don't know if anybody else wants to do that too.
Gemma?
I don't think I have the speed to keep pace. So
If you're next to me, you will.
Yeah, you would have my speed. I think you have 35. I think base.
I mean, I've got 30. The only reason I get 40 is because I'm constantly next to me.
Yeah. Like yeah.
That's
So
true.
I'll get like 5 feet
yeah.
faster, but I'm still gonna be
Shimmy,
with
you can keep pace fine. Your move speed is far more than the Herongons. Boren, if you want to keep pace, you obviously can. And then
Yeah, I suppose if we're just dead set on catching up, I'll just do my full movement. I'll just double dash.
yeah, you can do that easily. So you guys all were able to keep pace. You kind of dashing along, and then like staying close to each other. And he's like, eventually you see him. He looks across. He's like still hopping along, and then suddenly he stops and then stays dead still. Looks across to you all. And he turns to you. He's like 50 feet away. He's like, "What do you want?
We're here to save.
Why are you chasing me?"
Here to find him. Well, I'm not. I was trying to get your attention. We wanted some help, sir.
I don't want to help you.
We might have. We're looking for a missing person.
What? I don't care.
All right. Well, please.
Please, what? No. You're gonna eat me or something.
No, I'm not. What? No. Why would I eat you?
Lots of things eat things.
That is correct. I don't eat you, though.
1 second. Whoops. I don't want to be eaten. No. Go away. Leave me alone.
Okay. So you haven't seen a collection of goblins, ogres, and humans and eladrins, have you? Walking around these parts? About 15 rises ago.
Kind of like
That's all we want. I cannot confirm I don't want to eat you, if that's any consolation.
kind of looks around a little bit and like nervously scratches himself. He's like, well, what's in it for me?
Some Mountain Dew. What's the name of the money we have?
Mountain Dew.
Juice stone.
Juice. We can give you some juice stone. I can promise. Again, I can promise you won't be eaten. I could get a favor. Actually, no. Well, let's not do favors in this realm. That's a very, very yes. Yes, some mountain juice stone. We can get that for you. Citrus blast.
Looks around a little bit more. He's like, make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Wait, to confirm, is it dew or Jew?
Dewstone.
16.
Dew.
DEW.
D. Okay. I've been saying Jew this whole time. That's my bad. I thought it was Jewstone. When you guys say it, it sounds like Jewstone.
Yeah, because that's how
Yeah,
we
it's,
say.
it's the accent.
Yeah.
Jingly jangly.
That's my bad.
16. He's like, how much?
How much do we have? We have
200, I think Jacob said earlier.
LeBorn would know, I think.
I've got 205.
5. Let's say half of that.
Well, you're just going to give 100 on.
I don't know. This place is already flipping expensive. He's not going to ask for 3.
Is that how much you want?
How much would you like? That's a weird question. I mean, bearing in mind we are newcomers to this plane. Do you speak
He's gonna
common?
swindle us.
He is shouting in common, yeah. He's 50.
I was gonna offer more. I'm fine with 50. You guys fine with 50?
Counter offer. We always have to counter offer.
No.
Why do we have to?
Because 50 is a lot. We don't even have that much.
It's less than what Lexi was going to give him.
It's less than I was gonna.
That doesn't make it better. Okay. Well, I mean, it's LeBorn has it. It's up to him.
Not about 20.
20. Jesus, that's less than half. Ugh. I'd at least bump it up to 30, 35.
20 and he keeps his head.
Jesus
Maybe we
Christ,
don't
I'm
threaten the thing.
terrified.
Maybe we don't threaten
No,
the teacher we're asking for information from. How about that?
Yes.
We're just discussing. He's not part of this.
He's got
You
pretty
don't
big
even
ears. He might be
know
able to hear this
what he's-
conversation.
It's
We
in
didn't even know
hushed
what he's
tones.
going to tell us and whether or not it's going to be the truth.
Okay. We have fucking hell. I'm gonna bump it anyway. We can do 30. I'd say around 30, if that's okay with you.
Make another persuasion check for me.
30. Yeah, this fails. Oh, one higher. 17.
Fine. Does it to me.
Half now,
Yeah.
half when you tell, half after you've told us what you know.
Yes, good. That's good. Thank you.
No, because I'm going to show you. And if I get close, then it might be dangerous.
Within
Half
the,
now, half when you get close enough.
Fine.
yes, there's got to be some mutual trust. Okay, then I'll put. I don't know if I have a utensil. I'll put it in my empty, ink-filled holy water bottle because it's the only thing I have, and I'll just yeet it by the neck of the bottle.
So it's got, he's just gonna run off with this.
Jeez.
It kind of like it catches it. It's like, here, follow me, and he dashes back along following the mountain side.
Back to where
Running.
we came.
No, carrying on.
Okay.
Okay.
Forward march. Everyone stick near me, or get on Junior.
He keeps looking behind, and like if you guys get too close, he's like, no, further away.
I can't go in the mountains, no matter how much I wish I could.
What? No, he just wants you to be further behind him.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll slow down like half of.
Yeah.
And he kind of like it gets to a point where you can then see in the side of the mountain there's like this natural elevation that leads up the side of it, and you can see it goes like just above the tree line. It's quite steep. He's like, this way, quick. Hop starts hopping up this incline as you start to like navigate this almost sheer cliff face.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm following after as
Okay.
best as I can.
Keep going, and you get to a point where you can see that part of the cliff face has kind of collapsed and there's loads of rubble, but then just beyond that there's this like almost like a canyon way that goes round to the left. You can't see round it just yet, but he kind of like hops up, and where this rubble is all collapsed and along the bottom of this cliff face are all these like large, they're almost like really big mole hills, but with deep holes in them. He kind of hops over. He's like, see ya, and he dives down this hole.
Oh, so he fucked us.
Yeah, but for like half of what he asked for initially.
Did he look
It's free.
smug and
Got what he
cheeky
wanted.
when he said "see ya"?
Nope.
Lex takes a long, hard stare at each members of his party.
Oh yeah, we know what's coming.
You're gonna make me jump down the hole, aren't you?
No, I'm going to let you choose. Lexi jumps down the hole.
Exactly.
You will have to doff your armor.
I'll have to doff my armor to fit in this hole.
Yeah.
Oh, oh that is trust and a half.
So the hole, there's this collapsed bit of mountainside, a series of holes, and then just further up from that and to the left, it kind of like there's this indent in the mountainside that you can see, and then after that the mountain carries on again. The mountainside carries on again.
Is it like, are these holes like stone, or is it like grass, like dirt?
They're dug. Yeah.
And can we people without heavy armor can fit? He needs to take it off because he has heavy armor, or
No, he needs to take it off because he can contort his form to fit the hole.
Oh, so only I can fit in this hole, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, Willow would
Okay.
fit too.
What?
All right. Okay. I mean, I hold my position.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
I can probably turn into, not probably, I can turn into a badger and maybe burrow us a bigger hole using one of the already made holes.
I feel like he's not stopping, so I'll go on ahead. You badger behind me.
But what about your armor? You leave it behind?
You can. I'll put it on Junior.
Do you want to have a look around the corner first?
Oh yeah, I'll have a look around the corner, just in case the hole opens.
You look around. You look around the corner of this large cliff face, and it's like it's hundreds of feet high. But as you go around the corner, there's like almost like a canyon, like a natural canyon that's carved through the mountain, and the cliff face like comes across, and then just below that, encased in the mountainside, is a door.
I'm surprised your door kicking radar didn't set off with that, Lexi.
Yeah, I know. I feel kind of embarrassed about that. Usually, my door sense triggers when I'm in at least 30 feet of the. I mean, I guess we knock.
Well, you can do that next session.
Next time. To be continued.
To be
In the
continued.
next episode.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you had a wonderful time. We will see you next week.
Yep. Thank you. Laters.
See you later.
Ta-ra.